Hi, how's it going? How are you doing? Um, Welcome in everyone. Congrats on getting first to Trinox. Congrats on getting second to Stitch. Congrats on getting third Kaya Hiyori. Welcome in. How are you all doing? Apologize that I'm so late to stream today. That was not the plan. Also, thank you for the sub, Mitzi. Thank you, thank you. Sorry that an ad immediately hit you with that one. I apologize. Um, what else? Yes, no worries if you can't see. I know we're starting really late, so in order to explain myself like a little bit, anyone who was here for the last stream when we did Persona 3 Reload, I played for like 2 hours and 45 minutes, and then my computer overheated and restarted itself. And that was a buzzkill because it killed 3 hours of progress in that fucking game, so we're gonna have to fix that next week. But also B, very scary because computer parts are very expensive right now, and I can't afford to replace like a GPU if that melts, or a CPU. So yesterday we didn't stream because I was busy trying to figure out what parts I would use or try and get to replace it, because I don't want to replace like expensive shit, but I do think that I need to get like actual cooling going on for my PC better than it had before because it's not very well ventilated. So I was ordering a new PC tower, which I needed to get kind of anyways because my current one has never really been the right thing for what I use it for. Then I got like a liquid cooling thing, whatever the fuck. And what else am I getting? Like extra fans for it. So I'm gonna have like actual better circulation through it so it won't kill itself immediately, which will be nice. And then also decided, like, you know what, fuck it. Maybe I should also just use this opportunity to get a better computer monitor or a stand, because my monitor stand before, for people, I mean, I've talked about it a bunch. It's like way too, or it was way too close to my face, like fully like maybe a foot away from my face at most. Which is why also my tracking wasn't always great, especially doing visual novels, because I'd be looking down and it would be like looking all the way down, because that was also where my fucking phone would fit. But now I've got a better one that's much further away, and my phone is mounted on the top, which I think is making the tracking look better. I hope it is. To me, it seems like it's not looking as horrendously off base, because it's like a 6, or at least 6 inches further back probably, and in a correct position. But anyways, that's a lot of rambling about what's been going on. We're gonna start the stream now. Let's see here. Let me move this over here, this over here. Yeah, I hope it doesn't melt. If it does restart again like that, what we're gonna do is just not stream until, I mean, the new parts are supposed to get here on Sunday, so we're supposed to do Overwatch on Sunday, or at least the tower is gonna be here on Sunday. I don't want to like install the like cooler and all that stuff just to move it immediately into a new tower a day later. So worst case, we just won't do a stream on Sunday, maybe, just while I try and get that sorted. But anyways, let's see. I think that's new. I don't remember it sounding like that before. What was this? Yes. So, actually, hold on. Let me also just really quickly.
君を殺害した犯人は法務省幹部犬神キシル。
犬神キシル. Yeah, so we I didn't know this game, or actually I don't know if this game did get updates. Hold on. Well, there was one on March 16th. Some in-game voice audio was fixed or adjusted, fixed some minor bugs, improved certain visual effects and presentation, and corrected some text. Okay. I mean, I don't know how big it is, but we'll see. Hi Blaze, how you doing? But yeah, so for people who haven't seen the previous streams, we've gotten through our first 2 routes, which were first health, second science. Now we're on to justice, which I think is supposed to be like a Danganronpa style mystery one. I think that's the way that this route is framed. Hold on, so this is like falling out of the sand. My phone is currently positioned upside down on the top of my monitor, so I'm hoping that it doesn't like A, damage the monitor, but also B, just like fall off of it. We'll see. Anyways, are you sure about that? Yes, I believe so. Sorry, also, I still feel bad that I talked through, or like, I don't know, we don't have time for them to talk and then me to talk. Now that you've said that, I know you're right. Let's go make him fess up. Let's go, let's go! Made a choice that may lead to me killing that person. So, where is he anyway? Also, okay, so we learned that we're a cyborg at the end of health. And then we learned, oh god, we learned so much at the end of science that I can't even remember. I feel like I'm gonna need to go back and, if there was ever a game that needed the copious flashbacks to like previous routes and stuff, it's this one. Because there's so much happening. Totally. So where is he anyway? Normally he'd be in the headquarters for the Ministry of Justice. I know I'm late to the party asking this, but what do they even do there? Yeah, hydration check. Nina, how are you doing? I'll turn my mic back on. So he's having my mic or phone position directly in front of me that I would like instinctively put my hand out in that position to try and cover it while I was taking a drink. Okay, well, not the smartest. Okay, all right, let me give you a brief overview. They are one of the 5 pillars of the Shuten Order. They deal with the law. The law is to keep the peace for all members, but also punish those who break them. At the top sits one of the Order's ministers, Kishiryu Negami.
性格は自由気ままで自分勝手。捉えどころのない奔放な言動が目立つ。
Why do they have him looking like he's from fucking Katamari? What's the character's name? God of the Cosmos? He looks like he'll have you rolling that shit around. Anyways, free spirit and selfish. She likes to speak in riddles that don't make any sense. Real, honestly. However, he's smart and a quick thinker. No one can break up a fight like he can. Considering his actions and his looks, those who know him call him the Ghost White Arbitrator. King of all cosmos. Yes, that's the one. But also, the Ghost White Arbitrator. What do we think that's supposed to mean? Because what? Like, White Ghost, I think, is what they were going for. But Arbitrator seems like a weird. Like, okay, I get that it's like he can break up a fight, so he's good at arbitrating things, but like. Mediator, I think, is what they're going for more than arbitrator. Or like, not even mediator. What arbitrator? Actually, hold on. Let me not talk completely out of my ass. Independent, neutral, third party. Or no, we're not using the AI definition. I want to get the actual, like, dictionary definition of it, not the hallucination one. Yeah, so just one who arbitrates a dispute. But arbiter is also, like, part of that. And I feel like arbiter... I mean, maybe it's just because I played a lot of Halo as a kid, but I feel like arbiter is a little bit more... Like, arbitrator sounds corporate, you know what I mean? Thank you, Ghostly. We did update, or, I mean, like... how long ago was that now? Jesus, that was October, so that would have been... It's like 6 months ago now. Yeah, he's hold on. He's capable of breasting boobily all over the place nowadays. Also, how are you doing? He's considering his actions and his looks, those who know him call the Ghost White Arbitrator. Within Shuten, he is the judge, the defense, and the prosecution. I think that's about it. In other words, he's the law around here, right? I don't want to have anything to do with him. Hell yeah. Reishimabe said A-cab. Fuck the police. In the minister's meeting, he said he was the first one to find your body. Whoever smelt it dealt it. I knew it! But he denied any wrongdoing. No criminal would fess up that easily. We have to catch him before he gets away with this. No more dawdling. Let's go to the headquarters of the Ministry of Justice right now. What's the rush? Well, he did kill us. Yeah, don't forget your mask. I know I said this before, but you can't let anyone from the Order see your face. Hey, Cryptic, how are you doing? Remember, you're a simple private detective investigating the Founder's murder. This is our one and only chance. We can't afford to fail. We also better figure out the best way to bring up the Founder's murder as well. I'm doing good. I'm glad to hear about shit. But I don't think he'll admit to anything anyways. Unless we have proof. Well, we'll just have to attack him with some physical evidence. Like a truth bullet. Physical evidence? Where do we find that? Culprit may still have a certain something hidden away. The only part of your body that is yet to be found. Torso. Now that you mention it, talking doesn't settle it. We're gonna need to find where the body is hidden. Very much so, yes. Hold on. Ew, why is this trying to get me to sign up for a Twitter premium or whatever? Let me find it. I mean, I guess you can see there's a lot more on the alt now, but Yeah, anyone who wants to see what the full deal looks like, you can find it over there. Actually, I wonder if I still have it on. Do I have it pinned on Blue Sky? In case anyone doesn't use Twitter. I do. Yeah, there's the ref sheets. Guess I did a lovely, lovely job. We can't show that part on Twitch because otherwise I will get banned. Okay, hope it's that easy. Seeing my own corpse would probably drive me crazy. No time for complaining. Let's go catch the culprit right now. Let's head for the Ministry of Justice headquarters. I do really love how the angels, no matter what choice we make, are like, I knew it. Fuck that guy. I hope they die. And it's like, okay, cool. Just try me. I mean, there's plenty. Let me see, actually, hold on. If you go through the media tab on there, you'll see plenty of that. Actually, is there that much of that? There's plenty of other good stuff on there, even if it's not necessarily that. Although, no, I do have one of me destroying Popo. That works. Gotta put a lot more selfies on there lately. I've been really like I've talked about it a few times on stream. I've been feeling myself from my working out a lot more lately. Low-key, I've become very annoying to like the handful of people who I am actually willing to like show what I look like, or at least like feel comfortable showing, not just like the rare ones where I'm a little bit tipsy. So we still haven't figured out what the number is. Also, we've seen it increasing or decreasing bit by bit. Actually, you know what? I want to check something because I think I can't remember who. I think it might have been Cage. Oh shit! No, did not mean to sign it. Okay, well no, that's not good. Fuck that up really badly. I don't want to sign with a passkey. Let me use my fucking passwords. No, God, I mean, not accurate to me in that sense. I don't know if, I think a real human being who looked like that might be a bit concerning, but let me see here. I think, let me find what I was looking for. Sorry, I'm getting distracted again. Let me see here. Where was the one I was looking for? Where's the one? There's the one. Anyways, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm still trying to get this. Sorry, now I feel dumb. I accidentally logged myself out of all my shit because I don't know how to do anything apparently. It has been, I've been losing my mind because of work lately, and it has rotted me in every other sense too. I don't think they have anything new to say to us because it's all just the same stuff as before. Let's see if this actually works to log me in. Why are none of my passwords apparently correct? That's concerning. Okay, give me a sec. I'm just gonna try and fix this really quickly. I don't know why this is doing this. It's very annoying. Like, why will it not accept my fucking passwords? Uh-oh, Scario. Okay, well, now I guess I'm just locked out of my fucking YouTube for however long. That's cool. I love this. I love how good YouTube is and Google is. Because, like, this keeps on happening to me. Where, like, I use my password. It is my password. It is the only one that I've set for it. And then it just decides, actually, no, kill yourself. You're not allowed into your shit. But, like, then it just also decides that I'm not... I don't know. It's so weird. I hate it. We're finally getting this to work. Because all I want to do is check and see what the fucking, like, past streams, what we'd found about this stuff was. And it's just not cooperating with me. Now I don't want my phone to fly off on me. Okay, whatever. That'll have to work. I just want to see if we've seen that number change a bit. Studio. Alright, sorry. We'll also move while we're doing this. Again, I apologize. Thank you. Also, thank you for the lyric, Stitch. Also, yeah, no, I mean, I have been far too broke for far too much of my life. Why did I turn off my phone? I'm stupid. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, it's not like I cannot afford either the money or the time to get a BBL. It is all natural. It comes from playing hockey as a kid, I think. Let me see here. Is this working again? Because I wanted to see, because 167 is what it says for us right now. Interesting. It keeps the cursor on there now. It didn't used to. Shooten Order, part 6. What did that one have to say? But yeah, my recommendation, honestly, if you're looking to like grow your glutes, I think your best bets are, I mean, Bulgarian split squats are very good. What's it called? Like a single leg deadlift or whatever. Also a solid one. I can't find where the number was anymore. Wait, let's see. Okay, so yeah, so the last day before it ended last time was 165. So it has changed. I just don't know. It's back to 167 now. But yeah, you want to do, I mean, hockey, like if you can skate, skating will be your best exercise for that. Where's Kishu Inagami? Talk to them? Sure, why not? Really sorry, Inagami's currently away. If you have a message for him, I can tell him when he returns. It's fine. Don't tell me he's already made a run for it. He has to be the culprit. So thank you for the shirtless redeem. Time to go looking for him. Yeah, if you go to that last, the last tweet I linked, that one has a link to more stuff that you might enjoy then. Some of it for free, some of it paid. All you do is try and figure out where he might be. All the information we have on him right now, where do you think that is? Where? The Order's headquarters? When it comes to places ministers often go, it has to be the Order's headquarters. You were yesterday? Let's go. Hurry. Wait, normally it's rare for the ministers to go there. Really? They were there? They were only there yesterday because of the meeting? Yeah, if we go there now, it's likely we'd be wasting our time. Ray, any other ideas? Also, let me think. Kind of the main thing, truly, if you want to build your ass, is like, it's a lot of like I'm not like a fitness expert by any stretch of the imagination, but it's like, you don't need to do a billion different exercises, and that goes for like kind of any body part. Like, you don't need to do a million different arm exercises to get your biceps to grow, or like your shoulders. Like, for ass, kind of the main difference is that there's sort of 3 different muscles that are all part of that, and different things will do different stuff for you. So like, Bulgarian split squat, the single leg kettlebell deadlift, I think is what it's like fully called or whatever. I don't know. Those are really good. And then like doing bridges or whatever it is. Those 3 are all pretty good for it. But like for chest, you want to do like chest flies. Honestly, also for chest, actually, if you do like a kettlebell like pullover, also very good for that. Or at least it feels really good. But like the main thing is you don't like, part of the problem is I think a lot of people also who are looking to grow their ass don't want to feed themselves enough to do it. And that is kind of the thing, and like it's something I'm bad about because I want to lose weight, but like your ass requires, like, it is a pretty big muscle, like legitimately, like it takes up a lot of calories, it takes up a lot of protein to like build it. And in order for it to look like substantially bigger, it takes a lot more work because it's kind of, it's like the least charitable muscle in terms of growing it. You know what I mean? Like, because it's spread over so much space, gravity is usually not on its side, all that stuff. Like, you have to be willing to like do a bit more of a bulk. It's not really something you can grow while like trying to do a cut. Anyways, any other ideas? Sorry, I need to stop thinking about my ass. Or not my ass, but my ass in general. I think of it, Inagami to say he found my body at Central Park, didn't he? If he's also the prosecution, then he might be there looking into the case. Not a bad deduction. You might be a better detective than you are the founder. I have no idea what I was like when I was the founder. Well, let's go to Central Park then. But yeah, I think like if you're looking to have like visible abs and nice ass, you're going to want to get the ass first and then tone from there. You're not going to want to try and tone and then build the ass. Also, because frankly, ass, like legs are, or ass and leg, I mean, they're kind of on the same level on that front. They're the parts of your body that are going to be easier to grow while you're heavier than while you're skinnier, because your body weight is helping you out there. Like, as someone who is currently like around somewhere between 210 and 220 pounds, squatting takes a lot more effort for me now than it did when I was like 180 or 170, which means it also does more for me. But also, like, if you're looking for building leg muscles, like ankle weights are a friend for you there. Even just like if you're doing squats, adding a kettlebell, like you can buy like relatively cheap ones off of Amazon. Not a bad idea for all that stuff. And also give yourself rest days, because there are limits to what your body, different parts of your body can handle different, actually, okay, sorry. I know we keep getting distracted. I'm so sorry. Absolutely zero people are here for like workout content, but the caffeine from my pre-workout is still running my brain for now. Something that I think a lot of people get screwed up on with their legs and with their ass, like people hate leg day because it makes you feel like shit the next day, because your body is like constantly using your legs. You know, you can't just like, if you're at work and you're standing all day, that is using your legs. It's not as like active and engaged, but like it is still using them. So you want to like, you need to find ways to fully commit to it and like try and do it for day, or do it on days where the day after you can relax a little bit more and rest them a bit more. Like if you're going to be sitting at your desk all day, not a bad idea. If you're going to be like walking around and doing stuff, you don't really want to do like day beforehand, because it'll also, you know, like condition you against wanting to do it. I don't know, rambling a lot, but like I think also just in general, like it sucks, but you've got to be willing to like take the time to kind of see the, like it takes so long to build muscle. I would also suggest getting some pre-workout, and for me, like exercise or like fitness gear that makes me feel like I look good, like, you know, shorter shorts, tighter tank tops, whatever. That stuff helps a lot, because then it makes me feel better when I do work out. And then, like, you know, when you have the post-workout pump, it feels even better. Sorry, anyways, there's a single piece of trash here. It seems like this place is well taken care of. We've gotten to like 12 lines of dialogue. We would have beaten this game and been on to the next 3 by now. But you slide out of a monster's mouth on this? How are you supposed to feel going on it? I'm sure someone has some compulsion on that front. This is the biggest park in the country, a place for the citizens to relax. Lots of stalls pop up at the National Foundation Festival, and it gets pretty lively. Yeah, not a piece of trash, right? Duh. It's not such a psychedelic look. Not really, but okay. Wait, no, we want to talk to her first. And Inagani isn't here. Maybe somewhere else? Hey, Roses, how you doing? Investigate? Yes. Oh, we can't get in because of the fence. Keep out repair work. It's all due to your incident. Calling it our incident feels so victim-blamey. We got chopped up into like 6 pieces. We got murdered by people who we thought were our friends, but are like, how would we describe them so far? Incestuous doctor and like Napoleon complex scientist. God knows what we're gonna run into next. They're calling it repair work, but they've closed this place to preserve the crime scene. Which means we can't get in. Quitter. How many teams give this fence a good kick? If we do that, they'll think we're being suspicious. Huh? Ow. Did they just punch? Just a fucking drive-by punch in the head. Are you okay, Ray? What was that? They were in a bigger rush than I am. Oh my god, it's weed. They dropped something. What is this? Is that a weed? Hey, you. Someone come running by here. Huh? They went that way. Wait, are they holding grass? Oh yeah, tried to pull the wool over our eyes, huh? What? Huh? You're wrong. This isn't mine. What's up with these guys? They're coming after you. Ray, hurry up and pray. Jesus, take the wheel. Don't say that like it's easy. They're just ordinary people. So what? Ah, whatever, you won't make it in time anyway. You have to run. Why does this keep happening to me? Don't run. Wait. No. Have you guys... Okay, actually, there's... Sorry. I need to like get through a little bit of this before getting distracted. But have you guys heard Runway by Lady Gaga and Doechii, as well as also Pinky Up by Cat's Eye? Because I have opinions on both of these songs, and I have not had a chance to rant about them yet. It's no good. There's nowhere to hide. Why is the statue kind of caked up? Flat on the front though. Jesus, they're tucking this poor man. Also, hi Astian. Only slightly different game. Don't worry, it's fine. If you like Pokopia, I think you'll basically like SHUTEN ORDER. And of all places, they've cornered me under this disgusting statue. This absolutely juicy statue. What do I do? You have the wrong person. I didn't do anything. You have the wrong person. I just found this. Just how much have you made by selling our grass on the black market? You're gonna tell us who your buyer is. Thank you for this sub, Aston. Oh my god, 17 months. That's almost 2 stream babies. Oh. Grass? Black market? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm gonna smash up your legs so you can't run again. I hear your excuses after that. Shut up. Could all of you please be quiet? Who are you? Kinda diva coded. I was just having the nicest dream too. And halfway through, some petty thugs came barging in. And it's no wonder. You were the ones who messed up a rather wonderful moment for me, huh? Who the hell are you? How do you not know who he is? Hey, are you okay? I hit them without thinking. Oh well. I don't love his outfit. You're the Minister of Justice, Kishu Inagami! You're an acquaintance of mine, right? No, it's great I finally caught up with him, but what do I do now? Kill him! Talk about the incident. Talk about the incident from the get-go? Or hold off a little longer? Oh my, you. Am I busted? Oh. You have a wonderful scent. What? What's wrong with you? What happened? Hey, looks like their buddies have turned up. You're the Ministry of Justice, Inagami? Already a big fan of Inagami because he's very slutty. I think that we're probably going to learn something horrendous about him, but that's okay. That'll happen. 1, 2, 3. Wait, hold on. I thought that was... I didn't think that was how you did 1, 2, 3 in Japanese. Also, hi Dids. Thank you for the head injury. Thank you for the hydration check as well. How are you doing? Actually, terrible outside. I don't know if we're fixing him. We're supposed to be trying to find him guilty of our murder. 1, 2, 3. So many a day. Recently, heretic numbers have been increasing, I see. Okay, so like, if I can tell you why I think that that's, or what like in my brain makes it sound wrong, is that, so I've talked about it before. There's a game I played a lot as a kid called Quantum Redshift, which I love. If you have not heard about it before, I made a whole video about it not long, or actually quite a long time ago now, I think. It was one of my first videos with my original VTuber model, which I will grab here because I also think it's like one of my best videos, and absolutely like it is forever disappointed me that it's done so badly. But there's a part, like, it's a racing game, like sort of F-Zero hover car type shit. And in each of the different countries, the characters, or there's like an announcer who counts it down in their own language. And I think in Japanese, the announcer counts it as, I don't know how they do it. I feel like they count 4 numbers for that. Because they do I, san, in, ish. I think is how they say it. I, san, in, ish. And then they just say go. Which I'm certain that's incorrect. But it's been, God, that game is so stuck in my brain. But like they have, it's actually really interesting how it does it, because like in some languages that don't have a written alphabet, they don't use the script for that alphabet, even though they have a word for go in that language, like in Hawaiian, because one of the characters is Hawaiian. Shi-san ni, I wonder if maybe they did Shi-san ni ichi, like maybe they did both versions of, I don't know, that's weird. I wonder why that was like that. Hold on, actually I wonder if I can find that. Hold on, can I go into the menu here for a sec? Audio settings, because I know that I have VoDs from it here somewhere. Quantum Redshift, Focus City. Nope, close enough. I wonder if this will actually be right. Hold on. Sorry, this is like. Yeah, so that's how they count it out. Which, Shi-san ichi. Okay, so yeah, maybe that's how they're doing. Shi-san ichi go. Maybe that would make sense. But that, wait, that also sounds like the wrong number. Wait, hold on. How do you say 3, 2, 1? Yeah, san ichi. Okay, yeah, so that's what it is. I was just, in my defense, I was just sort of like guesstimating what the sounds were from when I was like 4. But that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, then he was saying it in a way that I just could not process because I'm stupid. He's probably saying it wrong. I, a white guy from rural Alberta, probably know how to correctly say Japanese words. What's funny is that in the game, actually, when they do the like, when they put the word for go across the screen, they write it in Japanese, but then they just say go in English, which is strange because in other languages they'll write it out in that, like they'll write out, or no, I think they do that also with Russian. Or no, they don't. It's Noyetsuni or whatever, isn't it? It's like the Russian word for go. God, that game. I love Quantum. We're gonna do another stream of that at some point because it was so long since so long ago that I played it and I loved it. And I want to do another like charity stream with it or something. Because it is so pretty. It's so fucking good. I don't know. Who cares if he's a minister? Get him. There's so many. What do I do? I was talking before, but I'm doing a little bit of voice acting stuff now. Not very good at it, but I'm doing it. Making a huge mistake if they believe they can win against me with just numbers. And that's because I know a theory that'll lead me to victory. In other words, I have a gun. Oh. In other words, retreat. Oh. So we know that Rei is a girl, but everyone else assumes that Rei's a boy. So, I mean, everyone else assumes they're a boy unless they like cuddle up to her. I think also she kind of just like goes, like it's very like she's the man, I think is kind of the energy here. But like, I should kind of she's the man. He can't be evil. This is the thing. I think he absolutely is evil, and that's part of the appeal. look, I shouldn't say I stand an evil politician. But is he really? I mean, on one hand, he's fictional. On the other hand, he is within the ideological big tent of the Liberal Party of Canada, so who fucking knows? If evil, why hot? See, this is the thing, is that you can always tell whether or not an evil person is the good or bad kind of evil, because hot evil people are usually compelling in some way because they're not conservative. Because you can't be evil and conservative. It will rot you from the inside out. You can be evil but non-conservative, and you can be non-conservative and a good person, or you can be, wait, no. You can't really be conservative and a good person. What's the right way to put this? Basically, if you're evil but not conservative, you can get away with it, I think is what we're saying. I don't know. I just want to top him. If you don't want to get caught, then I suggest you be still. Oh, what a perfect place to find a car. Does it belong to those heretics I one day? Let's borrow it. Now, you hop into the passenger seat. Okay. It kind of did. It like stopped the music and get on it too. It's locked. No surprises there. He's gonna bust the window. They're coming. We should forget about the car and run. Like, now it's open. In you go. This is what happens when Also, hi, Juan. Sorry, I forgot to say hi. I'm doing good. How are you? This is what happens if a pass-around party bottom becomes a cop. Which is to say, something that's simultaneously more evil than both, but cancel each other out on some of their worst aspects. Now it's open. In you go. Or not a cop. Just a politician. I feel like a pass-around party bottom can't be a cop. I feel like those two things are too intrinsically opposed. Or at least not looking like this. Someone who looks like this can't do both. But the Kiwi can't drive. Oh, it sounds like this for theories really come in handy. In movies, it's usually around here. Have you never heard that term before? It's not here or there. Those guys are going to see us while he's just messing about. Oh, I can use the power of God to move this car like I did that robot. Yes, the thing we're not allowed to do. Can I make a car move? If it's controlled by AI, then... Screw it, Sinker Swing, we gotta give it a go. Alright, Jesus, take the wheel. This time for real. I'm so excited to see what we're gonna figure out we're actually doing when we're doing this. Like what the, it's gonna do a massive detective archives reveal that, like, we're pushing some real life buttons. It worked. Oh well, in this case I'll have to use one of the theories of old. What if she won't listen to you? You make it move like this. Family friendly games. Oh, it's not Cloud Meadows. Oh, it moved. I knew my cane of destiny wouldn't let me down. I feel bad you guys can't see his portraits from behind me. Looks so smug. Now get in before those goons come back. Okay. Okay. Also, if you guys have listened to Runway by Doechii and Lady Gaga, there's a part, I think it's Doechii who does the like, okay, but it's very like Doja Cat inspired, it feels like. Not in a bad way, but like it just, every time it happens in the song, and like a little bit of Doja. Oh wait, no. Not Doja, Cardi B. Why am I saying Doja? It's a Cardi B thing. I got caught up in quite a mess, but I was able to get Kishiru and Megami alone. The problem is what to do now. How do I get him to confess? Should I tell him a PI investigating the founder's death like we planned? Before I do that, I should get him to stop this car. I'm annoyed that he didn't let me choose what I was going to do before, but whatever. Likely at the moment I bring up the murder, he'll change his tune. I have to make sure I can get away. I want to get killed again. You saved my skin. Thank you. So, I should really be getting out here. What's your name? Rei Shimobe. Never heard of you. Visual novel? Yes, but also it's some other stuff. I do get the feeling that we've met somewhere before. So what were you doing back there? Back there? Central Park is supposed to be off limits right now. Huh? Well, I'm actually a private detective. Private detective? Really? So there are still PIs in this town, huh? Oh, what a coincidence. I used to be a private detective too. I loved fighting against evil in the name of justice, like a cool detective does. Like a cool mom. I see. One day I realized justice is nothing more than the opinion of a single party. Good and evil are all a point of view. The moment I figured that out, I lost my drive. My hobby had turned into an escape from reality for me. And, Mr. Private Detective, why are you here? Before I talk, can you stop the car? Could it be? The thing in your pocket that's been letting out a wonderful scent? Are you here to investigate that? Wait, sorry, what? The thing in your pocket that's letting out a wonderful scent? Oh, the weed. What? Yes, that. It's an illegal narcotic that's been circulating amongst the heretics. Though I have to say, grass. No, primitive. More recently, a highly refined liquid narcotic called virus has become more mainstream. I see, and it got me thinking I'm here to investigate this stuff. I might be able to use this mistake to my advantage. You're right, I'm here to investigate these drugs. I see, that makes sense. Which is why you were attacked by those heretics back there. I shall try to ascertain what kind of grass you have there. Place a little into my hand. Is he just gonna eat it? Okay. Also, he's driving. It smells so good. Some people say that its scent is similar to rain. Actually, I want to see something. SHUTEN ORDER. Daisuke Ono. He sounds extremely familiar. But I don't know if he's actually where I or he is who I recognize him from. Because to me, he sounds like fucking what's it called? He sounds like I can't remember his name. Renegade Detective in Process of Elimination. But he does not seem to be in that. He's Risley's VA in Genshin. He's Silver the Hedgehog and a bunch of Sonic stuff. He's in a bunch of Higurashi games and TV shows, it looks like. He's Erwin Smith in Attack on Titan, the final season. God, he is in a lot. He's Leon in some Pokemon Evolution stuff. What else would I recognize him from, though? He's in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure as Jotaro Kujo and his lookalike. He's Jotaro in a lot of stuff. I don't know if that's actually... I have never watched JoJo. Yeah, Jingwon. Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail. He's Zoral Jha. I'm trying to think about what other stuff I would... Because, like, I really thought he sounded like Renegade Detective, but I guess not. Who is Renegade Detective? Haruki Ishia. He's in, he's not in as much stuff that I recognize, but he's Louis or Louis in Fire Emblem Engage. Interesting. Okay, sorry, we're getting distracted again. This has been the least focused stream I think I've done in a hot minute. It's similar to Maine. I don't really get it, but it really puts me in a good mood. Now let me check. Yeah. Just eat some drugs while driving. You just ate it! Now I get it. I can see it. I can see it. Are you okay? This is nothing. I'm used to it. I'm perfectly fine. Now look, I can see the theory of the universe. This path shall lead me to the truth. So this is eternity. I'm almost at the answer. Just why do we live? And why do we die? Look out, the car is speeding up. We're gonna find the answer together, right, Shimabe? Don't get thrown off by the speed of this galaxy's rotation. More evidence to the pass around party bottom theory because he cannot drive. Already so far, I think he's my favorite minister. But you guys, like, I mean, I don't know how many people were here for like when we were playing Process Elimination, but like he is very Renegade Detective coded, I think, which I consider a positive. Renegade Detective was a disaster, like a narratively kind of a disaster, but like in terms of the performance, he did a great job. I'm awake. The world glitters before me. Good morning, world. We almost said goodbye rather than good morning. I mean, to be fair, he is just testing the drugs. He's not trying to get high. He just wants to know what he's doing. Where are we? No idea. All I did was drive while my soul answered the call. I'm always sharpest at times like that. So this is one step away from the truth. I think. This guy's seriously off his rocker. And I can't see Himari or Mikitoru either. What now? I'm more anxious than ever. Or more than before. Maybe ever. I guess we died, so probably not. The bar forever might be high. We're completely alone in a totally deserted area. If this guy truly was my killer, there's no telling what he could do. Talk about the incident. But if I leave him here, there's no telling when I'll be able to see him again. I'm running out of time. Even if it's impossible, I have to get him to talk. Right, shall we get down to business? To defeat the Huns? About? Mr. Detective, will you take on my request? Request, you say? Why, I was looking for someone just like you. Someone who wasn't affiliated with any of the ministries and who can keep a secret. I don't think he killed anyone. I mean, I guess it depends on... Wait, are you saying, like, does he remember killing us? Because he might not have killed us. We just are accusing him right now. Also, someone who runs towards danger. Someone with guts. And above all else, you're not a heretic. Right? Yeah, so each of the 5 ministers we are accusing of murder and investigating independently, and each route is a different genre, and there's different stuff going on, and each one kind of pieces together the whole story. Yeah, that's right. That's enough for me. You have the right qualifications to become my partner. Partner? Oh my god, gay. In order for me to tell you what my request entails, you have to agree to be my partner. Very Kaido Momoda themed. It's and also Byakuya a little. More Byakuya probably than Kaido. It's a rat. Also, again, I talk about it every stream. I love the color highlighting that they do for this and like the way they do all this. And I especially love that for him, for whatever reason, his gloves are like such a stark red compared to like the light blues and yellows of the rest of his design. It is Friday, Mitzi. That is correct. It's rather a sensitive topic, about as sensitive as my actual nerves. Alright, Katsai songwriter, is that you? Of course you can say no, I won't force you into anything. In that case, you will forget everything I said and you will quickly leave this place. By the way, you're free to call a taxi, but you will be footing the bill. I'll request my detective services. I don't have the time to be doing stuff like that. But I can't just let this chance slip through my fingers. What video are you talking about? I have absolutely no idea what you're referring to. Mikitoru, help me. Except, strange man propositions me in a parking lot and you expect me to say no? When he's clearly mentally ill and homosexual? What would be the point? What's the point of being alive in that scenario? If I could use this position, it might become the perfect opportunity.
彼に協力するふりをして
I could pretend to help him and wait for him to slip up.
ああもう
I
悩んで
don't
る
have
場
the
合
time
じゃ
to
ない
worry. The temporary body only has 3 days left.
それなら
Then
やるしかな
I
い
have to do it. I don't have any other paths open to me right now.
わかりました
Yeah, I see what you mean. I think World Ends With You is the same sort of like... there's got to be a real name for that sort of colored... like or like art style with the colored... I want to say like color... it's not color blocking, but like... kind of a pop art color... or art style almost to the coloring that doesn't really match with the rest of it, but like in a way that gels well, I think. You know, salty and sweet type shit. Also, Mitzi, if you send me that video, I'll see what you're talking about, because I have no concept of it. It'll do it. You seem to be thinking about it quite seriously. Was that really so hard to accept? Anyway, thank you for agreeing to assist me.
その代わ
I
り
have not played it. It's one that I want to because it's on the list, or it's one of the...
いいですか
it's a 2KO Games one, right? Oh, wait, I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, the one... I do know the one you're talking about now. I'll be real, I did not listen to or watch enough of that one to see what all the lines were, because I kept waiting for a Cat's Eye member to pop up. I saw the video and assumed it must be from like Dream Academy or something, where like it must be some song they performed for that, because it sounds just... God. Like, not to get too distracted by it, but like, what a fucking waste of some genuinely very talented people. Like, Lara in particular looks like she wants to kill someone. And like, understandably so. Like, for one, incredibly talented, but also like like one of the most beautiful pop stars out there right now. And like, just being humiliated with this dog shit music. Like, I said this on Twitter. Okay. Gnarly, I don't like. It does, like, some parts of it are good, but I don't think you can argue that Gnarly wasn't made by someone who had some creative vision. Not necessarily a good one, but like, you don't come up with something as sonically contentious as Gnarly without having a concept of a set. Like, you know, you can't be camp without having a sense of fashion, I think, to some, or not, no, that's the wrong way to put it. Like, no, it's more, yeah, in order to have bad taste, one must have very good, or there's good bad taste and bad taste. In order to have good bad taste, one must have very good taste, whatever. I can't remember the, hold on. Let me get it right, because it's a John Waters quote, and I feel like a failure if I can't get it. Camp, great question. Thread locked after 18,000 posts or whatever it was. John Waters, good bad taste quote. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, to me, bad taste is what entertainment is all about. If someone vomits watching one of my films, it's like getting a standing ovation. But one must remember there is such a thing as good bad taste and bad taste. Hold on, let me move this over here so I can actually look at the camera. It is easy to discuss someone. I could make a 90-minute film of people getting their limbs hacked off, but this would only be bad taste and not very stylish or original. To understand bad taste, one must have very good taste. Good bad taste can be creatively nauseating, but must, at the same time, appeal to the especially twisted sense of humor, which is anything but universal. That, I think, is a good description of Gnarly. Like, whoever made it has a decent sense of taste and used it for evil. And like, Gnarly has some good, honestly, if it didn't have that opening verse, it would be pretty workable. That the opening of Gnarly is atrocious. But like, then you have Internet Girl, which is such a like, Internet Girl is very like rage bait song. Like it feels like it's meant to make people mad who are mad at Gnarly, because it seems like it validates what they're saying. But like, I could imagine kind of someone ironically enjoying that song, or like feeling like they're in on the joke and being okay with it. I don't know who would like Pinky Up. Cause like, what the fuck is it? What is the approach? Like, I don't know. And the music video is not good. Like, it's expensive. It's clearly a music video that they, like, that's the thing. Yeah. Pinky Up, it's not even like, it is literally mid. It's not even like it's like horrendously bad, because it's like kind of fine. Like, it's obnoxious, but like not like, especially at the ending, it's clearly pulling from like some sort of like Venga Boys Euro trash kind of shit, which like I can get on board with. I'm a big fan of Aqua. I was fucking dancing along to Calling You in the preschool. Trashy Europop, when that meme song was going around, the what was it called? You guys know the one? Women Are My Favorite Guy. What's that song called? Hold on. Favorite Guy. Planet of the Bass. Hold on.
Alert! Alert!
Hold on, let me see if I can find the like actual. Where's the like part of this? It was like this shit. Stupid trashy pop, like Europop. Love that. But like they're trying to do that, but they do it in such a like flat way that's not interesting. That's the song, by the way. It's such a like who. It's like someone is trying to make an homage to like, you know, Aqua or like Venga Boys type shit, but like hasn't really listened to them, just kind of like tourist of Euro trash, I guess. But the rest of like the song, the lyrics are fucking atrocious. Like I'm so sorry. And you could, and also like Pinky Up makes no fucking sense as like a title. Like, I mean, it feels like, I mean, it's clearly supposed to be like fancy version of middle fingers up, right? Like, cause if you watch the video, like they're doing the like winding up the finger for the pinky up, which you do for like the middle finger, you know what I mean? Like, it's always like pinky's up, like, fuck you, I'm putting my pinky up, but that's not what that means. Pinky up is fancy. So they're trying to do that, but then also they're like talking about throwing ass in the parking lot, which like party, but like, what are you trying to do with this? Cause you're like, cause you can do trashy but classy kind of thing, like, or like a trashy take on classy, you know. I mean, that was like early Kim Petras. That was like her, when she wasn't doing like spooky pop, she was doing, you know, I Don't Want It At All. Like, Pinky Up is just, yeah, like, even when you try and think about it, it's not even that it's like over, it's just like, it feels like the act of analyzing Pinky Up is doing it a charity that it does not deserve by implying that it has something that it is trying to say. Because I don't think it is. And not like every pop song needs to be trying to send a message, you know, whatever. But just like, what is the purpose? Like, art doesn't need to serve a purpose other than being art. But what art are you trying to do with Pinky Up, I guess? And again, like, I'm someone who will defend trashy pop music day in, day out. I think that like Halloween by Aqua should be considered like a much better pop song than it is. I think it should be much more popular. I will defend Aqua till the day I die. I don't give a fuck that they're the Barbie Girl song, or Barbie Girl group. Like, whatever. Like, this is not about that. Defending Kim Petras, not about the... Kim Petras is complicated because I do think that it's going to come out in the not so distant future that she was being very mistreated by Dr. Luke and was stuck in a bad contract, but that's neither here nor there. But like, you know, Kesha, before, like, back in the early days, like, very much so on her, like, I have never been of the mindset that pop music needs to be like trying to be deep, or even music in general. But like Pinky Up, it's not that it's not deep, it's that it's not it's not even like it's like corporate and like sellout, because like, or like manufactured, because like K-pop, and I don't mean this as a dig, K-pop is like frequently very manufactured. It's very like tailored, it's very like structured, and like very produced, and that's not a bad thing, you know. I don't mind if it's a plant, you know, as long as it makes a pretty flower, as long as it smells good. But like, I don't know. And you look, like, again, the women of Cat's Eye, they were put into the like training camp to be on the TV show for that group. Some of them for 2 years. Some of them to get to the point where they debuted, that was like a 3-year process, because they had to Hi Pikachu Bath. I feel like it's almost like, I just feel bad for them, because like, I mean, first of all, Manon, if she has any brains, is not going back to that group. She is going, like, I don't know what she does next, but like, with the direction they're heading, there's no way it's gonna work. And like Cat's Eye, the crazy thing is like, for one, again, they have very talented people. Lara, love her. Manon, love her. Daniela, when she stops pulling those faces, works. Like they're really good. Like they're very good at what they do. Obviously, they had a lot of training, they had a lot of practice, they had a lot of work, they had a lot of scrutiny on them, they had a lot of like coaching and practice. And their first few songs were like fine. Like what was it? Game Boy, I really like. Debut is kind of a little bit too like, a little too much of like a tongue-in-cheek kind of like whatever. What is the other one? Touch? Like that one's great. But like then I don't know. Whoever told them that this whoever told them that they needed to be PG slut pop lied to them. Someone did them a severe disservice. Someone told them, you know, take Kim Petras' slut pop era, mix it with Charlie XCX's Brat, but do it at like your Tate McRae. And that person was not looking out for their best interest. That person was not an ally. That person was not a friend. That person hates them. And it's whoever keeps giving them that fucking choreographer also hates them. Because like, what is wrong with them? Like the girls perform the choreography very well, but like, I mean, I said it before. I guess, or maybe you weren't here for that one because you got here like halfway through that rant. But like, Gnarly, I don't like it, but I can conceptualize why someone would like it, and there are parts of it that are good. It's just that the parts that are bad for me outweigh them and kind of make it not worth listening to. Like Boba Tea, like that. If that was one line, maybe 2 lines of that, maybe, but I don't know. Which sucks because I like the chorus. Anyways, whatever. We need to get back to it. We'll never get caught. No wonder shooting's taking me so long.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, trying to extort me for money? Minister, no less. I can't hate that about you. Fine, what are you after? Money, perhaps? Unless you agree to my terms, I won't tell you. No, I won't force you to. Oh my god, we're playing his game. Well done, lad. Where have you been hiding? The Ministry of Justice needs people like you. The best song for a deaf person is damning with faint praise. And like, I do get what you mean. Like the aesthetics of it work, but also I think you can do aesthetics and also make good music. And they have done it before. Like, again, Game Boy has like a very solid aesthetic, very good like creative direction on that one. They clearly understand what to work. Or Gabriella. Gabriella's also a great example of them like going into a weird different genre than what they were doing before, but, like pulling it together. Like Gabriella, they eat that shit up. It's great. Like I know not everyone likes Gabrielle, but I'm always gonna be a sucker for like a Jolene type of song. You know, I'll be on their side. So, hey, Gatling, I feel like it's not even like, I don't know. I don't think it's that they've had too much of a spotlight put on them. I think they just had bad creative direction. Also, yeah, the stylist walked out. Frankly, whoever doing the fucking lighting for their music video, like Pinky Up looks like they're being shot in a horror film for most of it. Like, why does it look like Jigsaw is shooting that fucking video? It's ridiculous. But yeah, like when you watch them perform, especially Gabriella, like they are 1,000% putting their all into it, and they're very good. And like the thing is, you could be a mess, but it has to come from again that, you know, the John Waters quote: difference between good bad taste and bad taste. You can do, I mean, especially when you're pulling from so many like cultural references that or as many as Cat's Eye does, like you could do some like campy trashy looks, but they just kind of look bad. Like things do not look flattering on them. It's honestly, like, no wonder Lara is so sick of them. Like, look at the outfits they had her in Pinky Up. Fucking, like, what are you doing to her? Truly, one of the most beautiful women, like, in pop music today. Like, and they have her looking a fucking mess. It's so disrespectful to her. Anyways. Sorry, I need to not have strong opinions. I wanted to make a video about Cat's Eye. I think it's gonna go on one of the next members' choice polls. Actually, wait, I think I did put it on the next one. Which, speaking of, if you're a channel member on YouTube or Patreon, make sure to vote because the poll is almost over. What did I have here? Yeah, the next month is gonna have Cat's Eye, a gnarly pop experiment gone wrong. But no, like, I don't know. Laura is like, you again in the Gabriella video. I don't think I've ever gotten to a point where it's like question my sexuality. Like, I am such a firmly homosexual person, but like in another lifetime there would be wars fought over her. Like, truly just unbelievable. And like, yeah, like genuinely ethereal. Like, I don't know how she doesn't have the biggest ego on the planet. If I looked like that, you people would not hear the end of it from me. I barely hear the end of it now. Hey, Dorado. Yes, the art style is lovely. Anyways, how about you quit being insect and come work for me? One day we will get through more than 3 lines of dialogue without getting distracted. This is the problem with working out before stream, is that I have all the caffeine from the pre-workouts still in me, and it is not good for focus. Yes or no? It's all I want to hear. My answer is of course yes. I shall give you whatever reward you desire. Thank you. So what is it? Oh, what I want is information. Sorry, not to just immediately do it again. But Pikachu, that's also low-key kind of how I feel about Daniela. Because like, sometimes it's like, the dancing's a little much. Your hips are flying from continent to continent. But also, if I had that kind of mobility, I would be doing the exact same thing for no fucking reason. I would be doing that walking down the street. So like, I can't blame her on that front. But yeah, like, oh, Lara is just, I mean, again, like, and it's nothing against the other girls either. Like, they're all very beautiful women. Like, this is nothing against, but like, there's just something about Lara that's so like captivating. Yes. And also, again, very talented. It's, if she, her and Manon, I think, are probably the two who could do best on a solo. I feel like, honestly, I'm trying to think of like, because to me, I think the ones that end up sticking out the most are like Manon, Daniela, and Lara. And I feel like out of all of them, I think, or out of those three at least, I think Daniela would be the one who would struggle the most without Cat's Eye. And I'm not really sure why. But I think she's also the one who's like most committed. I mean, out of the three of them, the most committed to Cat's Eye right now, because Manon's out. Lara looks like she's trying to find the keys to escape. And Daniela seems like she's really trying to make it work. Which, again, makes sense. She was like 16 when they brought her into the fucking torture camp that is Dream Academy's pre-season. What I want is information. Information? Sophia, oh, right. She's, I feel like she's very good. I just feel like I never picked the phone. Okay. As a singer, I think Sophia, what's the right way to put it? Sophia is going to beat Manon in like an American Idol type thing 10 times out of 10. But Manon's going to be the one who has the more successful career, I think, overall. Not because Sophia isn't very talented, but because I think Sophia would have a harder time standing out in the way Manon can. Like, not that it would be bad, but just like, I think you'd have a harder time making the pitch for Sophia than Manon. Single person ever playing this game. Yeah, no, SHUTEN ORDER is not very popular, and it's also like a couple years old at this point, or a year or so at least, right? So yeah, so not very popular, also kind of contentious for people, but yeah. Also, yeah, Internet Girl, I don't even know if I've ever listened to the full thing. I can't stand that one. The live performance did not do much for me, I'm afraid, Gatling. Yeah, information. I want you to tell me everything you know about the Founder's murder. Oh. I see. That's what you were after. You sounded like a famous detective right then. Just how did you get wind of that? Well, not that you're gonna answer me if I asked. Fine. I shall tell you everything I know. What? Are you sure? But of course, the great guardsman of the law must always be fair. Also, yeah, I think that's true Pikachu. Manon is definitionally not very good at blending in. Which, love that for her, frankly. Take your sick days, Diva. Anything less plastic? I can see that. Guys, our contract is set. Thank you, Mr. Detective.
よろしくお願いします。
You're welcome.
思いがけず
Surprisingly, everything went ahead without a hitch, but is this really okay?
何か裏
He's
が
not plotting something? I think with our mask, we can't be accusing other
依
people of
頼って
plotting
何です
things.
か？私は
So what is
何
your
を
request?
す
What
れ
do you
ば
want
い
me
い？
to do? For the time being, you don't have to do anything. Internet Girl is also sabotaged by having, again, a truly atrocious opening. Same thing that Gnarly has. Pardon? Your job is to be quiet and stay by me.
意味が
I
わから
don't
ないんですけど。
quite follow. I bet. I still have some time left before my appointment. So until then, shall we complete my side of the bargain?
私の
Also,
件
it keeps on trying to run an ad, and I'm trying to snooze it because I feel bad that we haven't gotten further. Your side? There's something you want to know about the founder's death, right? Huh?
そうで
Yes,
すけど、
that's right.
私まだ
Are you really going to tell me? I haven't done anything yet. It'll be a deposit on your fee, a show of my sincerity. And besides, I'm interested to know just how much you already know about it. How about it?
えっと、 バラバラにさ
All I
れ
know
た
is parts of the founder's body were found at Central
中央
Park.
公
I see. So someone did see.
え
What? Nothing. Just talking to myself. Yeah, let's progress the game. Don't worry, we'll have time eventually. It was early in the morning, but that park is in the middle of town, so of course someone saw it. One might think they could hide it from the other ministers, but the truth always comes out. That's why I think things should be made public before the knowledge could be used for bad. Don't you agree?
私は別
I don't
に
intend on using
情
any
報を
information
悪用す
for...
るつもり
I know that, of course. So what do you want to ask?
あなたが最初に
Is
死
it
体を
true that you were the
発
first
見
person to find the
したという
body? Yes, I discovered it.
の
A body has been discovered. It was around 6 a.m. yesterday, although I was intoxicated on booze and grass and whatnot.
公園のベンチに一晩いたんだが
Again, passer and party bottom. He's a diva. He's doing a little coke off the toilet in the gay bar. Love it for them. I slept on a park bench, but I didn't see anyone suspicious until I discovered the body.
犯人はもちろん
That includes the culprit, the founder when he was alive, or anyone else.
というか
Besides, when I discovered the body, I was still out of it.
発見した時も
Or
意識が
rather,
神々
I
しい
saw a
幻を見たような
divine vision, I think.
神々し
A
い
divine vision?
そう
Yes.
私には死体
To
が
me, the body seemed to be floating down from the heavens.
空から
The body
死
was
体が
floating? Hey, Carrie. Man, 20th Street, that's crazy. How are you doing? The body was floating?
単なる夢だっ
It
た
could have
気
just
も
been a
するし
dream or a vision brought on by the grass.
あるいは
Or
教
it
祖
could have
だ
been
け
something
が
only
成
the
し
founder could do. Like a miracle.
どうも証言
It's
がは
like
っ
a
きりと
miracle.
しない
In any case, his testimony is murky. Yeah, because he was
彼
coked out of
自
his
身が
mind.
犯人だから証言を曖昧にして
The shooting order is progressing slowly because I keep getting distracted, but it's good so far. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Is he giving a vague testimony in order to throw suspicion off himself?
私が思うに
I believe
教祖は中央
that the founder
公園
wasn't killed in the park, but in another location.
え
What?
バラバラに
The body was also
さ
cut
れ
up
て
to make it look, or to make it easy to carry.
殺害場
The
所は
murder occurred at the cathedral on the night or on the eve of National Foundation Day.
大聖堂
The cathedral?
それって
Where
どこ
is that?
どうしてそう
How
言い切れるん
can
で
you be
す
so
か
sure?
証拠があ
I
る
have proof.
何ですか
What is that? Also, can I say I need briefcases to come back into fashion because like there is just something so cunty about a nice briefcase. You know what I mean? Actually, one of my friends, Bandy Bedside, he just got like this like really, really nice like red briefcase out of like a thrift store or something. It's so nice. I wish I could have something like that. Anyways. And also this one's just very good.
教祖の遺体の一
What is
部だ
that?
よ
Part of the founder's body. Oh. How small are we? Because that's not a large one. Also, yes, that was about Internet Girl. But like, that briefcase is not especially large. And our legs just kind of like splayed out. How? What? Is on a subway surface? Kinda. What is the field? Nice.
あれ
Oh,
初々
how
しい
innocent
ね
you are. I thought you'd seen,
探
or
偵なん
you've
だか
seen
ら
so
死
many
体なん
bodies,
て
you were
見飽
sick
き
of
ている
them.
と思ったけど。
急に死体が出て
It
きた
just came
の
out of
で
nowhere.
びっくり
I
し
just
た
got a
だけ
shock
で
is
す
all. Like a briefcase is like the size of a laptop.
面白いね。
Are we
そう
2 feet
いうなぜ
tall?
か素人臭いところも気に入ったよ。
Did we give a mouse a cookie? Like, what the fuck's happening here? Interesting. I like that still green behind the ears side of you.
これが
Also love it's just like belted in onto a pillow for some reason. And yeah, the very clean cuts. It's weird. So this is part of the founder's body, right?
うん。
Yes. After the minister's meeting, the parts of the body are being stored separately.
これは
This is the founder's right leg. Keep in mind, we died like 2 days ago. This leg has been sitting unrefrigerated in a briefcase. That was my right leg.
正直
To be honest, I don't even see this as my own body.
みんなでこんな
But
風に死体の一部を
This
保
is so
管し合っ
odd.
てるなんて
Everyone's storing body parts like this.
それに
Yeah,
して
we
も
I think we found our own head with
ま
the
さか
science
向
one
こうから見
and
せつけてくるなんて
I think an arm with the health one. I can't believe I'd be shown this by the killer himself.
よほど犯
Does he
人
really
た
believe
ち
he
捕ま
won't
らな
get
いと
caught?
それとも
Or is he trying to get me to think that he's innocent?
どうだい？
And is there anything
何
that
か気に
bothers
な
you
ると
about
ころは
this?
ないかな？
Please someone acknowledge the fact that it's such a weirdly clean
試
cut.
されているのか
Why is it- Well, I mean, probably just so it doesn't rattle around in there. Is he testing me? Something that I should focus on. And just on the leg. Okay, also, an ad is about to run and I've run out of snoozes, so we're gonna just do that now and get out of the way. I apologize. Okay, see you guys in 3 minutes. Okay, sorry, we're back. Sorry, I had some minor technical issues because I kind of forgot how to set things up. With having my camera upside down now. Thank you, Curie. Also, Missy, do you know each other? Miss Scarlet, Professor Plum. I didn't know you two were acquainted. Area of interest here, the feet. Sure.
靴を
The leg still has
履
its
いて
shoe
ますね
on.
さすが。
Well done. An excellent observation.
そう。
You're right. And what's more, those are indoor shoes.
屋内用
Indoor shoes?
これは大
You
聖
can
堂
only
の
wear those in the deepest parts of the cathedral in the
祈り
prayer
の場で
room.
しか履かないものなんだ。
Oh,
遺
interesting.
体がこ
And
れ
this
を
leg
履
has them on, which means
教祖は祈りの場
somebody
において
wanted to put some shoes
何
on.
者かに
The
殺
founder was in
害
the
され
prayer room when he was killed and chopped up. Well, maybe was taken from there and killed.
とんでもない新情報だ
This is a huge breakthrough.
教祖が殺害された場所は大聖堂の祈りの間
Pikachu, what are your thoughts on Survivor? The founder was killed in the cathedral's prayer room?
事実
Actually, the last place the founder was
教
seen was
祖
the
の姿
cathedral.
が最後に目撃され夜の
The founder was seen by several security guards
大
walking in
聖
the
堂内
cathedral
を
around
歩く
midnight.
教祖の姿私の推理は
My theory is as follows.
犯人はお
The
そらく
culprit killed the founder on a
突発
whim when they entered the prayer
的に
room.
そして犯行後にはっと我に返る
Then the culprit came to their senses and realized they couldn't leave the body.
何しろ祈りの間を出入りできるのは教団内でもごく限られたものだけだからね
It'd be very funny if it was just someone else named Pikachu Bath. As you know, there are only a few within the order who can enter the prayer room. Yes, I totally knew. So the culprit cut up the body so it's easier to carry and left it at the park.
私がそれを発見することになったのは偶然なのかそれ
Alright,
とも
Pikachu.
犯人による
Tell us what Mitzi's gameplay is like. Because I've only heard Mitzi's side of the story, and I don't know. At this point, I can't tell whether it was a coincidence or part of the culprit's plan.
策略って
First boot? Oh no. Plan? Someone's pinning the blame on Inagami?
誰かが
Someone's trying to pin the blame on you?
第一
It's
発見者
investigative
を
theory
疑うの
101 to be
は
suspicious of the person who found the body.
祈りの間を出入りで
Just
き
how many
る
people can enter the
人物
prayer room?
教祖が認
Only
めた
those who
人
have
物
permission from the
だ
founder.
すなわち教団幹部に限られる
In other words, access is limited to the ministers.
やっぱり
I knew it. That means the culprit has to be one of the ministers. Don't tell me you think
ま
I'm
さか
suspect.
君も
いえ
Hey,
そんな
Hespros, thank you for the hydration check. On Barcelona? Barcelona isn't a very survivory location, I would argue. Culprits all the ministers? Honestly, Hespros, I think there's like a 50-50 chance it is at least. It's either all of them in a very Murder on the Orient Express type way, or just like a pair of them. Oh no, I wouldn't dare.
まあ
It's not like I can defend myself though.
犯人の存在に気づかずベンチですやすや寝て
Wait, this pose?
私も同罪みたいなもんだよ
Just save that one as a reference one. Not that it's like that amazing, but sometimes it's hard to find a good over-the-shoulder pose for a male character design. So let's just grab this. Also, I could probably find the whole sprite. Literally the entirety of all assets and sprites in this game are in like a Google Drive somewhere that was just put out by a fan of this game. It's a little bit insane. But it also makes it impossible to find anything because they're just all in there with like not useful naming. Anyways. Fast sleep on a park bench and didn't notice a thing. I'm guilty of that.
犯人に
Do you have any
心当たり
idea
は
of
な
where
い
the
んです
culprit
か
might be? So I think this thing's a little bit...
事件の夜
Both Fushiko and
内政道には
Kukushika
不
were
死
in the
長君と
cathedral.
国士官君が
Sounds
いた
suspicious と
という
me.
二
Is this the
人
first time
が
that's been
共謀して
mentioned?
教祖を暗殺した可能性もある
Okay, we're also going to take that one because that's also a good pose. It's possible these two conspired to assassinate the founder together. God, I keep pressing the wrong buttons 'cause I'm fucking digitally illiterate.
暗殺
Assassinate?
あるいは突発的な犯行という見立てを前提とするなら
Aren't I supposed to be auditioning for a season of this? I don't even know what the name of the org is for it. I just know I'm supposed to be, or I've been encouraged to audition. Something very red herring about this interaction. I mean, to be fair, this game is all red herrings. At some point, some of them have to be. At some point, some of them aren't red. Stick to unpremeditated murder theory, then
保健省の牛虎君が
Ushtor of the Ministry of Health fits that profile perfectly.
いいやそれさえ見越した上で科学省のイオン君が計画的犯
Mitzi,
行
what's the
に
name of
及ん
your
だ可能
org that you're
性
in right now? I think that's the one that I'm supposed to be doing something with at some point. I love it when my friends have their activity on Discord and you can just see that they're playing a porn game. Also, the Ministry of Science predicted this and saw his chance.
結局
Which means any one of them could be the
誰か
culprit.
犯人になりうる
もしくは
Perhaps one of
その
those
辺の
heretics
異
slipped
教
into the
徒が
cathedral and
大
murdered the
聖堂
founder.
にし案外
It could be something as
そんな
unforeseen
落
as
ちかも
that.
しれ
全くの部外者が
Is he
祈り
gonna
の
let
間
me
にい
tell
る
you
教祖
something?
に
Like
近づく
season?
ことは可能なんですか
I mean, yeah, a little bit, but it's okay. Our gender neutral monarch. Is it possible for someone unrelated to the order to enter the prayer room?
どうか
I
な
wonder.
怪しい人物
A
が
suspicious
祈り
person
の間を
entering and
出
leaving
入
the
りす
prayer
る
room surely would have been noticed.
当然
でも犯人らしい人物が目撃されたという情報はないんですよね
I don't even know what the name of it is. I can't spoil shit. Yes, there is apparently a survivor org out there where seemingly everyone involved is a fan of my channel. It's been really funny because it's like, I think at this point there's like 5 different people, and it's like, I don't know how big it is in terms of the grand scheme of things, but like, there's like 5 different people who have all independently been fans of my content to some capacity, I think, including like, it's really funny. Haven't heard anything of suspicious or any reports of suspicious people around there, have we?
うん
Nope.
Nine.
None. I should stop. I'm gonna ruin my own experience. It's gonna be.
教祖以外誰も祈りの間に入っ
This
て
is
ない
my baby no money tweeting out too
教祖は
early that
殺害された
I'm being
という
approached for a
ことですか
Fortnite skin moment. I've been telling Mitzi to just weaponize that we're friends. They'll be like, I'll let you talk to Viv if you don't vote me out. Thank you. I mean, honestly, at this point, the reason they wouldn't be a fan of it is because YouTube hates me and won't show it to anybody who watches my, like, little... God, I feel like such a, like, brat in, like, a not fun way about it. But, like, or whenever I complain about how YouTube's been, like, just inexplicably not showing any of my shit to any of my subscribers. But but like it is pissing me off so bad. Like I put out the Oblivion Skyrim and how limitations can make games better video, which was in members' choice polls for like 6 months straight, performed well, was picked by the members. More people have voted for that topic than have viewed it. Which, like, sure, it's a little bit outside the ordinary for my channel, but also like 1,600 views for a channel with 35,000 subscribers. It doesn't happen unless the YouTube just sort of doesn't show it to people. The algorithm's been fucked for like 6 months. Basically, right before the debut, it changed up dramatically, which really sucked for timing, but whatever. Which means even though the founder was alone in the prayer room, he ended up dead. Yep, exactly. Oh my god. That was that bitch-ass Kiyotaka slamming people into cages again. And then he was cut up and carried to Central Park. Yep. But that doesn't make any sense. Just who murdered the founder and carried him out? Who indeed? Playing dumb, huh? No, I think he just is. Or does he really not know? Also, I just realized that Ray's eyebrows are above the mask. If you're still suspicious of something, shall we go to the scene? The scene? The prayer room. I wouldn't mind showing you. Are you sure I can go into the prayer room? I'm not affiliated with the order. There's no rule that states we can't prioritize getting information. I don't think it's about that, Hesperos. Because the thing is, my content was doing really well until September. Like, truly, I mean, like, I had stuff that didn't do as well, and I had stuff that did good, like, but like, up until September, everything performed mostly how it should for my channel at like its size. Like, I had a couple videos, like I had the study into who the girls, gays, and theys main in games or whatever, or who the girls, gays, and theys main and why. Like, that video got like 40,000 views. The one, or like that came out on the same day, how Kurtis moved from horror to healing. Like, again, that one has, or it has around 10,000 views now. It did worse at the time. But like, my videos around the time were like 15,000 views, 8,000 views, 60,000 views, 280,000 views. Like, you know, one video every now and then really popping off, but like most of them doing kind of around there. It was September where like right after the first week of September where the algorithm changed drastically and it has not gone back. And ever since then, my shit's been like struggling. Like, even the process elimination video, which like, based on how everything else has performed, should have done significantly, and it still did good, but like, I don't know. I think they've got an algorithm that currently prioritizes shorts and currently prioritizes like, I don't even really know what they prioritize anymore, because it used to be watch time and it used to be retention. Though, like, that used to be the thing. Watch time more than anything else, but retention too. But now they don't reward that either. So I'm not sure what the goal is. Or they just recommend old video. Like, Inescapable is the only video that gets any fucking recommendations to people anymore, and it sucks. Besides, it turns out we're right next to the cathedral. Could this mean the founder led us here? This is a coincidence, you mean? Rather is fate. Like I said earlier, I'm on the ball today. We are quite literally one step away from finding out the truth. Well, now, let me see those investigative skills of yours, Mr. Great Detective. And Leo. Somehow I knew he'd be your type, but also real, because he's also my type. Okay, well, now I sound like a narcissist. Why have you done this to me, Leo? But yeah, it's not even that it's like a focus. Like, I mean, it's possible that it's also, I mean, YouTube's never been the most friendly to queer creators. But I think it's like, I don't know, it's hard to tell what it's been doing. Because, like, as a creator, it pisses me. Ow, I just like bit my tongue somehow. But how did I bit the side of my tongue with my molars saying that? Ow. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyways, like, as a creator, I don't know what the fuck the algorithm wants from me. I used to know what it wanted. I used to know what worked best. But, like, now I have no idea, because the stuff that used to work for me before doesn't. The stuff that used to not work for me is doing exponentially worse than it did before. But, like, there's really been no winning lately. And it, like, there's always flop eras, you know, usually things from, like, September to October until about April are usually kind of a flop for me. But this is, like, the last few videos I put out performed worse than videos I put out when I had like 6 subscribers. So Taylor left one sorry being spited. See, that's the thing, is that my videos about like like the one, where was it? Sorry, again, we're getting distracted. But like the one, where was it? The one about the Pinkertons, like a couple years ago, that was like or a year and a half ago, that was like one of my biggest flops at like 6,000 views. But like my video about like how microtransactions suck, that one has 30,000. The one about us getting gouged in gaming, that one has 8,000. The one about like non-binary character design has like 25,000 views or 28,000 views now, but it did really well at the time too. Capitalism or Overwatch's cosmetics create a culture of classism. That one did really like. It's just like even like the more like engagement baity stuff, like how to rig a vote and get away with it, gets no momentum. And I remember some people sort of said like it was probably my thumbnails, so I tried changing them up and like doing something different. Like with the most actually, you know, I'll show you guys. I've been doing an A/B test with the most recent video with, where are they? Let me grab them. Let me prove a point. Because I felt pretty confident that the thumbnail for that one sucked ass. I was in a rush. I didn't have time to do it the way that I wanted to. So it kind of just became like what I could throw together in the moment. And this is what I put out. This was the thumbnail for it originally. This is like a background from one of the upcoming Overwatch maps. And then I went back and I redid a bunch of them. I redid this one like this. And this is what it looks like now. This one's being like beaten pretty soundly, which I was actually kind of surprised by because I thought this was a much better thumbnail for me. I don't know. But like, that's the thing, is that like it feels difficult to get ahead with anything because I don't know what the algorithm wants from me. And it's very like, I've never been the type of person who like wants to cater to it or like to the algorithm, but like I would like to be rewarded when I do things that the algorithm should like and what I know my viewers like. Like people literally vote for these videos to be made and then it doesn't show it to them. It's dumb. Also, Wet Dream Multifandom Twitter room is crazy. I'll say Shooting Order is going good. I just keep getting distracted. Hope you're doing well, Leoshi. Yeah, Survivor, Pokemon. Persona, I feel like Persona is one of those things that like I enjoy as a fan. I don't think I'll ever make a video about it because Persona fans are feral animals. Like Danganronpa fans are too, but I've played enough Danganronpa to feel comfortable talking about it. I feel like any take I have about Persona, also their fans are... I feel like you get a lot more conservative views in Persona for some reason. Now, there's a lot to discuss about Persona, just nothing that I would like to discuss with the general public. I don't trust these bitches. I mean, like, okay. Conservative about a lot of, like, law and order and, like, police enforcement. I mean, have you met a conservative? Their media literacy is not solid. These people also think BioShock Infinite is, like, pro-racism. Which, like, maybe kind of, depending on how you read the text, like, they sort of unintentionally are doing some not great stuff with, like, their analysis on race or whatever. But regardless, they think that, like, BioShock Infinite and, like, Metal Gear Solid and... Oh, what's another one where they think it's on their side? I'm trying to think about what other games that I'm thinking... Because I know there's a bunch. They're literally... I mean, yeah. I like reading... the 3 R's. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. Which I think is a thing that came up within Alberta, which says something about our place too. But like, yeah, I think books are for queers, and we gotta ban that shit. But yeah, no, YouTube doesn't know. Like, my personal account is subscribed to my own YouTube channel with notifications, and I don't get them. And like, I have, like, regularly when I, like, because I have my iPad that I don't really use for much, I'll just like put that off to the side and like on my personal account, have it running through all of these. She wants to watch the house party works. Hell yeah. Oh my god. I'm an industry plant. Is this nepotism? Do I finally get nepotism? My parents are just very honest, hardworking people, so they don't really give me much... I don't really get much nepotism out of them, so I'll take what I can get. They do a lot of work for me. They're very good parents, but... unfortunately, I don't really think I have much of a... I mean, given who I am, I don't know if I necessarily had much of a future in pipeline construction anyways. Anyway, alright, this is the cathedral. As you know, other than formal events, the townspeople aren't allowed in here. But also, like, there's something so funny to me about the idea of being, like, the celebrity cast member of like an org, I would go home first. I'm trying to get my start. Okay, love that. Also, to be clear, I do not think I am a celebrity, but that'd be so funny. Overlong all these 2 seasons and touch stuff. God, yeah. I feel so bad for the Project Eden's Garden people because, like, what a avoidable fuck up. There is absolutely no reason why that should have happened. First of all, like, the character with the least lines in the game, and like, not that he was like an atrocious voice actor, but also was a very replaceable one given what he did. Like, you could have very easily done that and explained why, and people would have been like, yeah, fair, bye, let's keep going. But like, I feel daily, you don't give a fuck about. Yeah, I have heard the stories about them, and I think I would be, I don't know how I'll go with it. It'll depend on how compelling they find me. But yeah, like Project Eden's Garden, the Tetros stuff, like, things are all over the place. I hope people become more normal, but I doubt they will. It's Danganronpa. Other than formal events, townspeople aren't allowed in here. What about the day the founder was murdered? The voice actor for Mark, I think the DJ, was revealed to have been in a relationship with the minor, I think was the thing. That just needs to metagame me. Honestly, imagine like creating burner accounts just like wanting to be like, oh my god, I heard you were playing this. Like, what do you think about this? Just to try and get me kicked out. It's open to the public until sundown. Afterwards, it was restricted to only the ministers and other order officials. There's a suspect list. Also, I guess with Eden's Garden, yeah, so they didn't kick him when, like, there were some people on the inside, like I think the person who was in charge of it all, like the leader of it, didn't know about it, but at least a couple of people who were like within the team for it did know and didn't do anything about it, and like I think kind of ran defense for him. I don't know everyone's names. I do know the artist behind, or like Nefast didn't know any of it, or at least hasn't, no one has implied or even suggested, I think, that he knew anything about it. And I feel especially bad for him because he put so much work into it and his art for it was so good, and he seems especially devastated. Yeah, no. And also, like, the implosion came out of nowhere. Like, it was a very, like, would not have expected it, and I feel bad, like, they put so much time and money into it, and it sucks so fucking bad because, like, again, if the leadership had just kicked Mark out however many years ago that they found out about this. Yeah, exactly. Like, literally, like, no shade, would that many people have been that sad if Mark got replaced? Like, given that reason. And okay, so it's not that the game got canceled because of that alone. It's more because, like, I think all of the VAs, like, basically everyone involved with the project was like, I do not want to work with these people who who ran defense for this and covered for this and didn't say anything about it for years. Like, I think it was more that everyone quit because, like, it felt like there was so much rot to the ground. Also, don't say that, Pikachu. Your Turn to Die's final part is coming out. What are you talking about? Hold on, where is this? Also, I need to play yet another killing game because the person who's behind that, I've talked with them. They're very nice, and I just run out of time for everything. But no, Your Turn to Die, like, it's coming out like January 2024 or January 2025 or January 2026 or like game at some point. I mean, they're hoping it'll come out this year, and I don't believe that game has been given up on. I do think it's still going to come out eventually. I want it so bad. Well, first of all, you guys aren't having fucking elections, so start with that. Arguably, none of us are making it to 2030, given that we're about to enter the nuclear winter. But yeah, we're not getting Persona 6 before 2030. We're getting Persona 4 remake, and then the Persona 5 remake, because why not at that point? But out of all of those, I think we are getting Your Turn to Die, because I think Nankadai, honestly, at some point will just feel compelled to release whatever he has. Like, it might not, if he rushes, it'll be bad. But Persona 2 cameo, honestly, if they remade the first two Persona games, I would not be that mad about it, because I would kind of like to play them, but also I know that they're like the forgotten stepchildren of that series somehow. and I know nothing about them, but like I've heard some good things about them. So it'd be kind of nice to see them get an update and get brought back into the limelight just a little. Which means our suspect list has gone down by a lot.
とりあえず中に
Let's go inside.
私も入れるんですか？
We've been going for almost 2 hours, and we have progressed like through maybe 15 minutes again. I'm so sorry. I'm going in too.
大
I'm
丈夫
sure it'll be fine.
そんな
You're too nonchalant about this.
法務省トップ
I'm
の
the head of
私
the
が言っ
Ministry
て
of
るんだから
Justice.
いい
It's
んだよ
fine.
さあ
Now let's go find out the truth. I should put a timer on my phone where I have like 10 minutes where I cannot look anywhere but at the screen. I'm not allowed to engage with chat. Yeah, I'm very curious also Persona 6 is in like a GTA 6 position where it's like, you have waited too long for this. This game should have come out 3 years ago because otherwise you built up too much anticipation. Here's this cathedral was built on a small hill. Brilliant deduction work. Brilliant diction. Hey Leoto, how are you doing? See far and wide. It's a nice view. I think I understand why something as holy as a cathedral is built here. I'm still mad at Persona 3 Reload because it fucking made my computer overheat and restart and I lost all my progress. So I think we can't fix him. Yeah, probably. We're searching the area under Mr. Nagami's orders. Report immediately if you find anything suspicious, he said. He hasn't told us the reason or purpose for this search, however. This is way too vague to work with. Me when all the Twitter accounts start talking about how don't talk with people who are weird. And it's like, you gotta be more specific. SVA is only wants to try and say. Also, the evaluation check bits. I mean, I think they're trying to work on some sort of a project. I saw like there's something that everyone involved with Project Eden's Garden is trying to do something to like wrap it up. Like they're trying to do some sort of like finish the story, even if it's not like as the game it was. But like, I don't know. Also, yeah, God, the problem with the early Persona games is like truly the quality of life stuff that Persona 5 introduced makes it really hard to play the other games if you played that one first, and a lot of people have. So like, I get why they want to remake them. Like, I don't want to go back to Golden. I'm gonna wait until the remake comes out to finish that game, even though I got like halfway through. Hi, Buppo. And yeah, Persona 3 Reload truly like one of the most pretty games in terms of presentation. It's only ministers and those authorized by ministers can enter this cathedral. You've been authorized by Inagami, so you may enter him if accompanied by him. Evil blonde homosexual. I love to see it. I gave security the word. Let's enter. Okay. Oh, you're hiding? Why? Move? Yes. You're just a game boy. I should throw it away. Boy. Bars love characters. I'm gonna say. We finished his route already. There are men here? Ew. I don't think that they got leaked. They were told it. Like they asked and were told, I think, rather than like it got leaked to them, I think. Like no one, it wasn't that they got spoiled on it without asking for the most part. Again, at least from what my interpretation of it was. But yeah, no. I mean, we'll probably still see more of the Baraslav characters. I feel like they have a good number of them throughout all the routes, kind of. Did Science really have any? I think we killed some. They have not made the Death Order public, I think. This is the cathedral. In the deepest part lies the most holiest of rooms, the prayer room. Like I said before, only a few can enter. By the way, on that night, Founder was seen entering it by the security team. Yeah, no, literally Mitzi. And because of one pedophile and a bunch of people who defended him, but no one's here. Which, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, they have one Nazi and 9 normal people around a table. You have 10 Nazis. Like, you have one pedophile and, I don't know, I guess it was like 3 team members defending him. You have 4 pedophiles, frankly. 1 who's active and 3 who are more passive. Whatever. It sucks. It was restricted to ministers and authorized personnel. What sort of picture is this? Does it have symbol? Yeah, I wonder if the eye staring down from the heavens with these 3 beams of light has any symbolism. I think I don't think the VAs were being told what the Death Order was before they recorded the scenes for anything, because they didn't want to give away anything. Also, because who knew how long it would take? Someone would eventually spoil it. Like, they're only told up to the point that they've recorded to. Which I think is also meant to make it so that they're not, like, as inherently suspicious or whatever. Normal. Okay, yeah, literally, let's see. I think even... I don't think all of the devs and artists knew either. Like, I don't know if Nefast knew. Because, you know, got to keep kind of a tight lid on that stuff. So we don't forget. Huh? Just because, like, let's say, you know, someone get in a situation where you'd reveal the whole story and then you kick out someone like Mark's VA or whatever because of something justifiable. Well, now you've just given them a bunch of shit to fuck around with. Yeah, I think yeah, in general, the actors don't know more than they're supposed to at that moment in time for most stuff, I think. We're constantly under threat. We must always remember. It's telling us that the enemy is always watching. They are waiting for an opening. Actually, I remember that was the thing with like Scream Queens, wasn't it? That like Ryan Murphy would have the scenes repeatedly shot with like different people missing or like all that sort of stuff to try and make it impossible for the actors to know who the actual villains were. They are waiting for an opening. That really was a boring textbook explanation. I don't really get it either. Yeah, so they're always watching. They're waiting for an opening. That is weird that that's from an eyeball. The enemy? A threat? Is that the heretics? They do seem dangerous. Should I constantly stay on my guard for my own security or safety then? Also, I mean, for bigger projects like Danganronpa can be a little bit more open with their actors about what the overall goal is because they can also enforce an NDA. Ryan Murphy is a terrorist. Yes, that is true. That is who he is. No one's here. Yeah. The statue in the center, is that the founder? No, it's no one. As you know, the Student Order only worships itself. I didn't know. How does it worship itself? We don't worship any one particular person. I guess you could say that the statues are symbolic representations of all of us. Right. So you don't worship the founder? The founder is loved by all, but we didn't worship him, if that makes sense. I had the whole Death Order written down somewhere, but then I also deadass got literally everything wrong, and I always do in killing games. I'm so, like, I think I'm generally good at solving the case, but I am not good at picking the suspect. Not good at picking who's gonna live or die. I think I literally said, like, the revert, like, the, actually, hold on, you know what, let me pull it up. My notoriously bad guesses for Danganronpa V3. Because, like, find it. This was from a conversation I had with Squidgy ages and ages and ages and ages ago. Let's see here. Thankfully I don't talk to people on Instagram anymore, so it's not that hard to find. Who is this person? I feel like I talk about like once a month on here. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, so I said, I feel like my time watching reality TV has made me better at guessing who's not long for the series, which I forgot was a message I sent, but that's a really funny thing to say at the start of V3 with no knowledge about where that game goes. But also because I got it wrong. So Squidgy said, who do you think's first to die and the first murderer? I said, I think Tsumugi probably dies soon. I think Kokichi kills her to become the first graduate, but then just joins Monokoko because I got the name wrong. I know I'm frozen. I'm looking at my phone, so my phone can't do tracking. And then I said, I just think cosplayer isn't really something that has a lot of room for development, Lamau. She's also the only one who doesn't really feel like she's being developed into anything. Her and Karumi and Maki and Kibo all feel like they'll go relatively early. Oh, wait, or Shuichi. He showed me the door, then he'll die and I'll have to do detective shit, lol. Kokichi is 100% the ultimate liar, though. And then I said, oh no, there's a time limit on the first murder happening. I said, Craig is not helping me think he has bad vibes. If Mew dies first, I will be sad. I don't think Kaido lives long either. I kept calling Tenko Tenka. I said, Tenka will kill a man, and I'll approve. I said, is Shuichi the mastermind? Because I'm getting new vibes now. I also got wrong about Rantaro being the first death. I thought it was weird. Where else were the other guesses here? I said, I bet it's Shuichi, the shot put in the storage room. That was what I picked up before he reappeared and asked what I was looking at. Or even weirder, also you don't have to be strong to clobber someone with a shot put. What else was there? I also suspect that Himiko might be able to actually do magic, and magic yeeted that shot put into his head, as a quote. I said, it's going to be Kronk. I don't want to believe it because he's a sweetie, but the facts aren't looking good for him as of right now. I wasn't willing to accept it, but the second I saw there was a sliding door from the AV room and put two and two together on where that must lead, it didn't bode well. I haven't even inspected the door yet from the inside. God, I was so... Keep in mind, okay, yeeted, this was like 2022. It was a different time. We were still recovering from COVID. I did say I haven't slept in 24 hours, so maybe that helps. I said, this horror is allergic to cosplaying as real people. What the fuck is this game? Quoted Mew as, I'm always wet. I'm sensitive, just like these big boobs of mine. And how would you keep your fucking mouth shut, you lying little... God, what incredible lines. Also, I referred to Kokichi as Lochran Boy, who is the evil homosexual I roomed with in Vancouver who got hit by a car as karma for what he did to me. Where else was this? Anyways, that's kind of the more important part. But also, yeah. The guy getting hit by a car. I have a history of... There's a suspicious history or pattern of men who've done me wrong having some misfortune fall upon them. So far, we have victim of a hit and run, stroke, and I think cancer. So, for 3 for 3, don't break my heart. With the talent. Yeah, cancer's a new addition. Things are getting more. A hit and run that put someone at a hospital and a stroke that paralyzed half of someone's face. And then we get to cancer. It's like, clue moment. 2 bodies. Things are getting serious. Anyways, yeah, no, so all that to say, those are my Danganronpa V3 predictions right out of the gate. Potentially as wrong as you could be. No, don't walk out. It's fine. Just don't be a fuckboy. Don't ask for a third a month into the relationship. Don't take advantage of you when I'm drunk. Pretty low bar. Don't spend 6 months building up the fact that you're into me and then be like drunk texting me at 2 a.m. from Cuba being like, hey, so I've actually been fucking this guy this entire time. And I picked him over me, so don't come and talk to me. But like, still talk to me a little bit in case this doesn't work out. That one's the one who had a stroke. And also lost his job, like, right after, I think. Right around the same time. Yeah. I'm gonna weaponize that for the fucking Survivor shit. You guys can vote me out, but it is gonna go so horrendously badly for you. Say goodbye to your fucking parents. I correctly predicted Kirumi being early. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but one correct guess is not great. 9-person medevac, they all get hit by different cars. It's gonna be Final Destination for everyone who gets further than me. Imagine I played a real game of Survivor and just like every single person after they voted me out just gets medevac because of some horrendous condition. Could have had 0. Well, let's wait till Danganronpa 2x2 comes out because I'm gonna get a lot of shit wrong there and it's gonna be really fun. Yeah, Costbox. I mean, I made a whole 6-hour video about Danganronpa V3 because I have lots of strong opinions about it, which people still get mad about that video and they get in the comments like, I don't think this is because it's called the defensive V3, but a lot of people were like, I don't think it's really a defense. I think that you didn't defend it enough, and it's like the whole point is that like it's hard to defend, and like kind of doesn't have a clear one. Also, yeah, 2x2 they very clearly do not have it ready, but also I'd rather them take the time to finish it as opposed to try and rush it out because people want it. You know what I mean? Imagine they rushed it and it was a half out. Like, they can't. It'd be too much. I think that... I mean, my prediction that I'm hoping against hope we get... Sonya becomes a killer and somehow Gundam and Soda become a couple as a result of it. That's my hope. Either that or all 3 of them die in a lover's quarrel. What are you gonna for? I mean, it could be worse. It could be Elder Scrolls 6, which like Elder Scrolls 6 got teased, I think, when I was like in junior high. Like in no, wait, no, it was way more recent than that. But like I think in college maybe. Tanya from Survivor? Fuck. Which one? Because I have not watched Survivor for a while. I'll be real. Trying to think about who that would be. Also, none of these are coming up properly. I did not watch Thailand, if that's the one that we're talking about here. But, okay, continuing. The founder is loved by all, but we didn't worship him. I'm so sorry for anyone who does not care about Survivor or Danganronpa, but this has been an unfortunate stream for you. Or, fucking, Cat's Eye. Well, if you personally want to revere and worship the founder, that's up to you. Wait, why do I have to explain common knowledge to you? You know this already. Yes, I was just testing you to see if you remembered. I mean, I know you would have loved the conversation we were having about Cat's Eye before. Tanya poison them. Oh, I didn't know about that. Diva. Love that energy. That's incredible behavior, though. We stand. Everything we're in touch. Sam, look. Yes. Like, okay, the thing is, I wouldn't poison them because I don't have to. Those homosexual witch powers are going to come out and they're going to poison whoever deserves to be poisoned. And that's the thing, is that every time a man fucks with me, I had to have this moment of like, okay, well, we're going to see if I was in the right or in the wrong. Because there are people who I have had feuds with who have had no consequences for it. And in those situations, that I'm usually kind of like, okay, maybe it was me. Maybe I am the problem. But, you know, if you get hit by a car, and also that guy, he got hit by a car and his dog died in the same week, and then he got kicked out of school, which he deserved because he was blackmailing a lot of people because he found their NSFW accounts, or at least blackmailing one person. It was a whole thing. I think he's still alive, and that's unfortunate. I also know that he wanted to be on Canada's Drag Race, and I have kept the folder of proof of what he did, just in case. And I've let him know that I have that, so, you know, or I guess not directly. I haven't let him know directly that I have it. I basically told him like I have the proof of the assault. I'm on the timeline. Oh no, what's happening now? Want to battle? I played 2 idols playing video. That's incredible. Oh, did Jesse post the art? I hadn't posted it yet, but I was. Also, what do you mean I'm on the? This thing I posted 3 minutes ago and had 6 likes. I thought you meant like I was going viral. Hold on, okay, I'll show you the art that we're talking about. Again, I'm so sorry to anyone who's watching this who doesn't care. Thank you for the jacket redeem, Hesperus. Where is this? It is a very good piece. I actually got hold on. I'll show you. I got, where is it? Penelope Parabellum did like a custom gun design for me because I wanted to have one. So this is the gun. And then there's 2 pieces that are using it. One is a Dude's piece that is not done. But I'm very, very excited for. And the other is the Jeshi piece, which is this one. Oh, that's a very large version of it. Yeah, I was going to use this as my schedule art for next week, but I haven't posted it yet. But yeah. Jesse's art is so good. They'd posted something, like, I commissioned them ages and ages and ages ago because be flashed? No, don't worry. The titties are inside the clothes for now. You can't see the thong, but that's, you know, only the correct way to do things. Anyways, but yes, Jesse's extremely talented, very, very good. It's also gonna be used for the Overwatch thumbnail art for the stream on Sunday if I'm able to get that done or do that one. No gay. More gay. I do love that the shirt just like disappears from the chest, but the rest of it fades out. I don't know why. Shine my shoulders, just kind of hit my gains. Shine back on. And it's easily. There's redeemed to take off the shirt too. Man, Joji did a great job. I have such a weakness for whenever an artist is like, yeah, like guys, I'm kind of struggling. Like I just need some money to like get through this. I will be like, look, I have no money, but like I like their art, so like let me help them out and give them money I don't have for it. I think I like prepaid for that one like a long time ago. Hey Clavier, how you doing? I see. You just think I'm a fool. Like, hi Ocean, thank you for the sub. 19 months is crazy. It is 1 from 20. Spooky. There are some artists, like, look, my thing is I'll always assume the best in people usually. Like I am very much so naive to a fault when it comes to like wanting to believe the best in people. I mean, like there are plenty of former friends who I stuck around with a lot longer than I should have because I believed they could be better people. And then turned out they couldn't be. You know, some people need to learn that being a himbo means being nice instead of just calling themselves that because they, have decided that works. It's good branding. Gets all the bottoms on their side. But that's neither here nor there. But no, like I don't know. It depends on the artist because some people are messy. Okay, sounds good, Ocean. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a good rest. I should have started this stream earlier. That's my bad. I fell so far behind. I'll say I'm glad to hear this week has been more chill for you. It has not been chill for me. It's been a mess. Yeah, because some artists like are always going through it, and like again, there are a lot of those artists where like I've done a commission with them, like I'll do that whatever, and then like I'll get a really rushed piece of art and they won't communicate, and I'll have to like beg them for an update. There's someone I had to wait or that I gave up on after like 2 years of waiting for the commission, and like again, like any artist I've commissioned knows that like if someone says like it'll be done by this time, I'll check in if like I haven't heard from them a week after the time they've said, but I almost never don't read me like that. That's mean. But like I never, if an artist is like, hey, I got super busy or like life happened to me, fine. Like just let me know that there's been a delay, whatever. And if someone doesn't give me a deadline when they say like, I'm going to just try and get it done when I can, I'll be like, cool. And I'll like maybe check in once a month just to be like, hey, like, is there any update on this? Because I do think if I'm giving you like $200, I'm within my right to be like, hey, has anything happened with this? Not even like in a hostile way, to be very clear. But yeah, also same Hasbro's. But like, I don't know. There are a couple of artists that I've gotten screwed over and like have also screwed over my friends, have dicked around with my money, have made excuses that ultimately didn't pan out. And what will really get me is when an artist will just straight up be like, oh no, I just don't have time for it. And then I will see people who are getting commissions after I did that are better quality. Nothing will piss me off more than someone who thinks that I'm not important enough to do put in their full effort for, but will do it for a different creator. Especially because like, there are some instances where it's like, I mean, honestly, it's part of why sometimes I will like, it feels a little bit obnoxious, but I'll like post my like analytics when a video does really well, or I'll be like, wow, this video got to like that Inescapable videos at like 600,000 views or whatever. Because sometimes those artists will see it and then it's like the opposite of a rent lowering shot. Just like telling people to behave. 290 votes. Honestly, they should have given her more, but I can understand why they didn't. They were still recently recovering from being poisoned. Survivor France. I mean, they did kill someone. Oh yeah, no, Clive, that has happened to me a bunch of times, and you'll get it. Like, it's one thing if something's like maybe a little bit out of order. Like I've had that happen where like I've commissioned 2 pieces from an artist and they've done things in a different order. Like that stuff I'm not as rigid about, but the quality difference is what pisses me off. If I'm paying the same amount as someone who is a bigger creator, or not even a bigger creator, just has more Twitter followers, which is like the least effective metric for understanding whether or not someone is like a bigger creator, like that's where I get pissed. Because like, especially if you're charging a lot, like hold on, where was it? I've talked about it a bunch, and I don't really have an issue saying it by name because like their behavior was outrageous. I just have to actually remember what their name was because I've kind of blacked it out. Where were they? I don't know. They've gotten in shit before. What was their fucking name now? Why don't I have it? Oh, Boki, that was it. Commissioned a piece from Boki. He phoned it in, took forever. Like, oh, that is their username, isn't it? Yeah, that is who it is. Like, I commissioned one piece, took them months, they phoned it in. There was like one detail, because my 1.0 model had a braid in his hair, based off of Claude from Fire Emblem. And he gave me this piece, and it wasn't like, it was a flats piece, so I was like, maybe that's just how it is, you know, whatever, it's fine on that front. But I was like, I need the braid, because my model looks pretty generic. I need to have that there. Hi Uni, welcome in. How are you doing? Hi Hybriders. Sorry, you got here in the middle of a rant. Let me get you a shout out real quick. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Vivros. I'm a variety streamer. Play a bunch of stuff, a lot of visual novels, a lot of shooters. Right now we're doing some SHUTEN ORDER, by which I mean SHUTEN ORDER is sitting in the background for 20 minutes at a time while I get distracted. Yeah, in addition to that, I also make video essays over on YouTube. If that's the sort of thing, you should check them out. The most recent one up there is about why games refuse to teach people how to play them. There's all kinds of stuff about Overwatch, about visual novels, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I hope that Pokemon X went good. If you need to get any food, water, or rest, make sure you go do that. Self-care is important, but if you're able to stick around, I'd be happy to have you. Also, an ad's about to run soon, so I'm trying to get the last bit of this rant up before I completely forget. But yeah, thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. But yeah, no. Bring back the yellow paint. Honestly, people need it more than they think. But yeah, so I got this piece commissioned from Boki, and then it didn't really turn out the way I wanted it to, but I was like, whatever. And then there was a YCH piece they were doing with Halson that I was like, you know what? There's two people who can come into it, or two people for this one. So like me and Popo, sure, we'll do this commission together. And then he dragged it out for like, I don't even know how long. How long was that? It was like at least 6 months or something. And like I commissioned when I didn't really have a job. Like it was not good. Where was this? When did we talk last? Good God, this is like... I wasn't even that... Okay, how long was that? Okay, so it's January and... Oh, no. Okay, so the problem was that he'd said it would be done really fast. He said it was going to be like a couple of weeks. And he just kept on changing his mind on how long that would take. Started in January. We didn't get it until like... When was this? Late March, and it was like not finished. It was half rendered. There was like... I mean, it was an NSFW piece, and he had deliberately cut out some details that would have taken more work. It was a whole thing. And then he did a compensation piece that he also made very wonky, and it was just sort of like it was a very negative experience, and I had a lot of friends who had a negative experience with them, and so that was kind of just not the best. Oh shit, also an ad break's about to start. Sorry. Hi Jesse, how are you doing? Your art did great, everyone likes it a lot. Mitsu was afraid about the gun being licked, but other than that, it was very, very good. Thank you again for stopping by. I apologize that an ad's about to play. I should probably actually run a longer one so it's out of the way for a while. We'll see if it'll let me. Let's see. Again, I apologize. I've snoozed the ad so many times it wouldn't let me do it again. But okay, we're gonna run a longer one, get them out of the way for another hour. Oh shit, things are falling over. And then I will be right back. I'm so sorry. I need to stop rambling like this. What I need to start doing is working out after stream so that I'm not caffeinated from the pre-workout or during the stream, because that's clearly not a constructive way of doing things. Anyways, yeah, of course, I'll definitely have to get another one. You drew him so pretty. He's breasting boobly everyone. I love it. Let's see here. Okay. All right, I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes after the ad's done. Okay, we're back. Sorry, phone low-key was kind of dying, so I was trying to give it a little bit of a chance to charge because I can't plug it in from where it's at. Yes, thank you again, Jesse, I really do appreciate it. The art looked so good. As long as you're probably collapsing. Well, yes, probably, but that's okay. We're allowed to let it or try to collapse their lungs just a little bit. Also, I don't think I actually said thank you earlier, Clavy, but thank you. I appreciate it. It's very nice to say. Okay, sorry. Let's actually start investigating. I'm so bad at my job. Beyond this point is the prayer room, the place I was killed. No, I can't say that for sure yet. Perhaps if there's some evidence. Can I go in? Of course. The room hasn't been touched since that night. A great detective such as yourself might be able to find something. Okay, this sounds a little bit... that is giving a little bit Zero Escape. It's very VLR coded. What was that? Next shot's gonna be Minister of Health with his legs spread in his car for some reason. Good job. Oh, thank you. Just a moment, I thought I saw a memory. Or Sigma. I mean, also speaking of Sigma, if you guys haven't already, you should follow me over on... Or, not follow me. Follow... well, also follow me, I guess. I don't know. But follow Puppo, because we're playing Virtue's Last Reward over on his stream together. We're doing it every Sunday. At least it's the plan for now. Also, thank you for the hydration check. Which means there must be something in this room. Mitsukini. Feeling dizzy? No, I'm fine. Let's go in. Oh. Loki, our religion is kind of tacky. Blessed be the SHUTEN order. No, where shall you start? I'll stand in the corner so I don't get in your way. Investigate all you like. The music, though. Investigate, sure. No, literally. What is this balloon for? As you can see, it was put up for the National Foundation celebrations. It looks like all the gas has leaked out since it's all shriveled up. Didn't you see all the balloons decorating the town? No? You didn't see the Founders broadcast last night? I'm sure you could have seen them then. No, that broadcast was shot here? Hey Magnus, how you doing? Putting that aside, I would have thought that things would have been more solemn. Of course, the National Foundation is an important event for the Order. But it's just as important to not forget the festive side. The Founder was always reminding us of that. I see. Let's look at some bullshit. Find something already? No, there's nothing here that stands out. By the way, there aren't any windows in here. Now that you mention it. Well, this place is top secret to those of the Order. You wouldn't want outsiders peeking in, would you? The half-used candle here. The Founder must have been using it while praying. Nothing out of the ordinary. They look kind of interesting. Yes, yeah. I mean, we're gonna talk to you first. Don't mind me. Investigate away. Or are you in need of some of my advice? I'm fine. I just need a change of pace. Less one is the better. Yeah. We don't want them to see what unholy things we're gonna do with him. The room decorations are too lavish for such a ceremony. Lavish is not the correct word. Cat's eyes decorations. Super weird. Decorations themselves aren't out of the ordinary. Is this a fireplace? Yeah, I hear they lit it on cold days when the Founder had to be in here all day. On first glance, it doesn't look like anything has been burnt in it recently. Is the chimney connected to the outside? Perhaps an intruder could get into it. I see. That's impossible. Take a look inside. The chimney itself is only 20 centimeters square. So a skinny legend could have done it. Besides, this chimney isn't the starting point. It would have been impossible, or it would be impossible for anyone to use it. And anyway, look, there are no marks in the soot. You're right. You let me be batshit BB. Like, yeah. What are we saying here? What are we doing here? What is the plan here? Also, I still think that, like, having the song be, I mean, Pink, it's just, I can't get into it again because it's dumb in ways that aren't interesting. Even the smallest people couldn't get through that. Where else is there to look? Have we not? Oh. Somebody keeps cropping up. What is it for? I mean, they've been doing that with all of them for a while. Well, I'm curious. Would it be suspicious if I asked? Is this also common knowledge? No, I think it's just a reference to pinky up as like drinking tea. But also, it doesn't really work for that. I don't know. Like, it's supposed to be fancy, but also they're doing it like it's a middle finger. I can't do this again. This prayer room has only one. We already wasted like too many minutes of the stream. As there are no windows or vents, the only way the culprit entered was through here. Inugami slipped in here, killed the founder, clipped the founder. All without being seen? Is that even possible? Yeah, because like pinky up is supposed to be elegant. Like that's what you do when you're drinking your tea when you're fancy in English or whatever the fuck. But like, the video is like what Kim Petras would make if she was trapped in a fucking saw trap. Time well spent. I don't know about that. Makes sense that he was when he cut up the body and carried it to the park in this briefcase that is like weirdly full of hammer space. Figured something out, have we? No. How's it going, Mr. Great Detective? Have you found any evidence that proves the killer or founder was killed here? No, nothing that sticks out. Even I can't seem to find anything either. If I find the murder weapon, then I could say for sure he was killed here, but thank you for the shirt, Redeem Mass, I appreciate it. Seems a girl set. I don't know who that is. I think I saw like someone tweeted them as like a ear cleanse after like in the replies to some or to Pinky Up, but I don't know. If I find the murder weapon, then I could say for sure he was killed here, but oh, the murder weapon has already been found. Did we know this? Here? No, a knife was found in a nearby trash can. I think we did know this. I believe that was the weapon used to kill the founder. That's a huge breakthrough. This really was the scene of the murder. It's a high possibility, but I can't say for sure. The trash can is outside. Even an outsider could get close to it. I see. By the way, that knife was always on the founder's person. Okay, yeah, so it is that knife. I wasn't sure if that had been found in the trash can or whatever, but we talked about that with the Minister of Health. Okay, well, companies go. The knife's always on the founder's person. It's an oddly old knife, too. You think it would have broken by now. Okay, that was like the other thing we figured out is that we're like, our plans are measured in centuries, it seems like. Everyone here is very much so older and also not real. I think I didn't understand it when we were playing through it, and I've certainly forgotten it. I feel so bad for anyone who's like a big fan of this game. It's probably very annoyed with me for not remembering everything because I play it so stretched out. But like I will be reviewing everything before we get to like once we finish all 5 roads. It's usually forbidden to bring weapons to the cathedral. One weapon that could have been brought in was the knife the founder had. Just so you know, it's in the possession of Ushitora currently. Ushitora is Minister of Health, yeah. It looks like you want to look into that knife more, but what for? Are you saying the culprit took that knife and killed its owner with it? That's exactly what I'm saying. The problem is who stole it. That would be you! Wasn't it you? I don't like that it's giving me options it's not letting me say. If I were to say that, I wonder how he'd respond. Yeah, Mitzi wants me to quit this game. He did not like all of the everything that was going on with it. Mostly because he wants me to play Valhalla. Which we will do. It is on the list. It would have already been played by now, but then I had to keep taking breaks because I was being mentally ill and things weren't working. Want more evidence, so something that'll back him into a corner. Whoops, looks like it's time. Shall we continue this after my appointment? Appointment? Remember my request? Have you already forgotten? That's right. I kind of did forget. What was I supposed to do again? Stay by my side and be quiet. That's all. Shall we go? Go where? To our client, that is. After a long night of hooking. Trade. Didn't like the session. Kakuri Estate. God, you really can't knock this game for its presentation. It's so pretty. I love it so much on that front for sure. Oh god. Saw my water. I actually have custody of this. Oh no, no.
遺言状
A will?
つい先日
Just the other day, one of my oldest friends, the head of Kokori family, passed away.
くくり家の
Oh,
主人
right, we have
が
to solve his murder. God, I forgot that was what this one is supposed to be. An appointment to be. Just the other day, one of my oldest friends, the head of Kokori family, passed away. I remember that this was the theme. God, I'm so
その
sorry.
主
I'm
人
so
が残した
sorry.
遺言状だ
So sorry that I thought I could get through anything. This is the last will and testament.
これから
Today I will be
遺族の
reading
前
this
で
will to his relatives.
君には公正
You will
な
be a
第
witness
三
to
者
the
として
reading.
それが
That is my request.
それだけで
And that's
す
all?
か
それだけで
If that's all there is, yes.
何か問題が
Is there a problem?
君も知っていると思
I'm
う
sure you're
が
aware, but the Kokori family is one of the wealthiest families there
当
is.
然
So of course the inheritance will also be large.
国家を揺る
I'm
が
not
す
exaggerating when I say the amounts could shake this entire country to its
と言っても
core.
そんなべらぼうな
And to whom that
遺産の
absurd
行き先
fortune is
が
going to is written here on this
こ
will.
の遺言状に記さ
Thank
れ
you
て
for
い
the
る
follow, Antonio's back. Welcome in. We had 999 persons and doors and hours.
犬神さんは
You already know the contents of the will.
もちろん
Of course, I was there as a witness when it was written up.
その上で言わ
Let me
せ
say
て
this:
もら
his
う
descendants
が
won't be very happy with it.
お
Race?
そらく遺族は遺言になっ
I'm sorry, did you say little black people? Sorry. Oh, wait. Sorry, 999, zero escape, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. I thought that was the username was a reference to it. I apologize. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good. Also, I will say this. Something I work with a lot more in my work right now is like relating to estates and wills and stuff like that. Guys, please, like, frankly, regardless of your age, have a will. Even if it's just a will that says, like, hi, I, so-and-so, give all of my worldly possessions to this family member, or, like, my will is that this person is responsible for divvying up my estate. Have an authorized representative or an executor of your estate. That's the main thing you need to have in your will, because then that person can go and, like, start solving things and, like, figuring things out for you. They have legal rights under that to some extent. If you die without a will, without anything, you are putting your family through like at least 18 months of struggle. Truly, it's so important. Am I on my name? Sure, I would love to know. Anyway, sorry. That was only a minor tangent this time. They might even turn into a war. They might even kill the president
そんな怖いことに
of this cult. That far?
もちろん何も起こら
Of
ない
course, nothing might
可能性だっ
happen.
てある
And I'm hoping that's the way it'll go.
いずれにせよ
Whatever the case, we need a completely unrelated witness to see over the proceedings.
私がその立ち会い
And
人に
that's me?
そういうこと
Exactly.
どうだい
How about it? It's not the hardest
難
job,
しく
but
はない
will you
話
do
だ
it?
とと言っても
Although you've already agreed, so you can't back out now. And also, you're in my car, so I can't
あ
really.
くまで意気込みの確
This is
認
just me checking to see if you're
のところかな
enthusiastic about this.
自分のことで手一杯なのに他人の家の
Oh,
事
this
情
reminds
に
me.
首を突っ込んでる場合じゃないん
There was a guy I
だ
was
けど
talking to on Grindr for like an entire day, and like we were gonna hang out, we were gonna hook up, whatever. I thought he was pretty hot, and then like I was like, I can come pick you up if you want me to, and he was like, no, like I'll just. Interesting. Oh yeah, like reverse 666. Flip it around, Wicked Witch. But yeah, so we like had everything was all planned out, and I was like, hey, I can give you a ride, and he's like, no, I drive. And I was like, okay, that's totally fine. Like, I'll give you my address, come by. And so then we, I was like, hey, like I'm ready to come over. Like, you know, I can host. I own my own apartment, so of course I can. It's not a very nice apartment, but still. But anyways, and then he was like, actually, let me find you this. Let me find you what he said to me specifically, because the audacity. I should have known he was fake because his name was Dave, and he's a twink. How many twinks are named Dave? But he said, can head out now, but I'm a little short on cash after paying some bills. I hate asking, but I'll need some help with gas for the trip. You mind? I live in a small town. It's like 10 minutes of driving to get from one end to the other. Max. I hate asking, but I'll need some help with gas for the trip. Let me know how much you can help with so I can get gas on the way. Transfer would be easiest. No shame in asking. And also, the reason why I'd offered to drive is because, like, my sexy ass pink electric Mustang, Loki kind of want to show it off because I think it's kind of a turn, or I think it's like kind of appealing. I don't know. I would be turned on. But anyways, I said, I'm not sending cash to someone I haven't met in person yet, but I can still come pick you up if you'd like. And he said, it's $20. I was like, you've picked a hot twink to catfish as, but you need to find someone who is not almost 28 years old and also is not that desperate to fuck a twink. Like, or no, is more desperate to fuck a twink. I mean, there are nicer cars out there, but I love mine so much. Like, I'm not a big car person, but I mean, for one, also with gas prices the way they are, getting an EV, I'm gloating. The people who were like, I don't know if that's a smart use of your money, I was like, I think it is. I think it'll be good. Not that I predicted that there was going to be a war in Iran that would cause gas prices to double, but like, the number of my family members have been like, hey, so like, do you think maybe I could make an EV work? And I'm like, yes, you'll be fine. Like 10 cars? Nice. I have one, because I only have one parking space. I'm busy with all my stuff, so it shouldn't be bothering some family's mess. Although I do feel like I'm so close to finding out what's at the core of my incident. You kind of downplay by calling an incident a murder. If Inugami is my killer, then I can't let him out of my sight for a moment. I have to follow him until I get his confession. Of course I'll do it. I was waiting to hear you say that, Mr. Great Detective. Interesting musical choice. Feels a little bit Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. The Kukuri family estate is close by, but we can't get there by car. I'm about to crash this into a tree. Oh, wait. Kind of love... Oh. Didn't realize... Was not fully aware. Felon. 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 Jail. God, I need to rewatch the Mike's Mike Pretty Little Liars videos. This is the real problem with being employed, is that I no longer have 6 hours to waste on watching the same 3 video essays back to back to back. But also, if you have not watched Mike's Pretty Little Liars videos, you are missing out. They're so fucking funny to me. Once we pass through these woods, there's this lake. The Kukuri mansion is in the middle. Also, that's not a lake. This is not... Like... That is a miniature... What fucking lake are they in? Also, this is like a... I think we've determined that this city is in a dome, correct? The scale of shooting is all over the place. The Green Mansion is in the middle of that lake on a man-made island. The island looks like a pedestal and it's 15 meters above the... Wait, that scale makes even 15 meters above the water? That's not that high. I don't think there should be this many stairs, or that bridge... Whatever. You know what? We can't. We cannot get that fixated on this. It's not going to make sense. Normally, you'd have to use the suspension bridge to get there, but we are going to be silly. Since the car can't use that bridge while you're over here, then walk. Oh, okay. Richest family in the world, and they can't afford a real fucking bridge. Okay, sure. Broke bitch behavior. Your moat, it doesn't have a proper way to cross. Like, look at this bridge. Oh, it's huge. Is that like a Kukuri man-made island? I could call them rich, but they're on a completely different level. There probably is a size limit to a lake, but it feels like it's downplaying it to call this a lake. They created an entire island after all. Also, they didn't create an island. They created a fortress. In no way is this an island. I'm being trans-medicalist about both islands and lakes, I guess. I don't fucking know. We're being stupid is what we're being. Like trans-medicalists. But don't you think this bridge looks a little old? It's so unsteady. There's no other way across. No complaining. The reading of the will is at 11. We'll be late if we don't hurry. It's chicken punctuality, but I do hate being hurried along. I'll be going ahead then. Suspension bridge is very rickety. I hope it doesn't break while we're crossing. Oh. The supports are damaged. Is this really going to be okay? I mean, it doesn't looks like someone has actively sabotaged it, but whatever. Hold on. The way Ray inspected it said, huh, that looks like it's going to make the bridge really unstable. Then just walked onto it anyways.
Inugami-san,
Inugami, hurry! The bridge is gonna collapse! Is this also not the first time a bridge has collapsed in this game? I feel like we've had that happen before. Also, how did you fucking make it? The Wile E. Coyote ass behavior. Oh, they'll want compensation for that. How will you pay, Shimobe? Messed up. It wasn't my fault. The supports were already breaking. I want to sue for emotional distress. Nobody likes a greedy person, you know. Never mind that. We can't get back to the other side now. We can't go back. There's no need to panic. Apparently there's a boat, so we can use that. Is that so? Good. I thought I was going to be stuck here without those angels and face life or the time limit alone. Where are Mikotaro and Himuru anyway? Well, if we get back, that is. What? This is the Kukuri mansion. Please try to stay civil. Oh, right. Before we go in, can I have some more of that grass? Grass or ass? Take your pick. I can't do gas because we left the car behind. It's a huge mansion, right? This is the Kukuri main house. The head of the family was Kimasa Kukuri. I'm sure you've heard that name before. Before he died, he was the CEO of Kukuri Pharmaceuticals. It's always a fucking pharmaceutical company with you people. Kukuri Pharmaceuticals mainly focuses on medical and industrial medicines and chemicals. Kimasa apparently died of poisoning, the result of heavy metal use within his company. He'd become so weak that he seemed to know when he was going to die. That's about 3 months ago when I was brought in to help with his will. Are you being suspicious about his death? Or just like in general? What a pointed question. Yeah. Of course I consider premeditated murder, but that seems unlikely. At any rate, Kimasa himself denied whatever happened. Oh, well. The heavy metals in his body slowly accumulated over 30 years before finally killing him. They weren't at levels you could force into someone at once. That's why the chance is low. That's why we found him with his head cut off. The heavy metals. Kimasa said that it was a badge of honor, one that showed how hard he'd worked. Capitalism is a disease. By the way, just how much is the inheritance? You could build 10 buildings like our headquarters and still have money left over. That's just an estimation. It's probably more than that. I can't even imagine. Diva, love the hair. Mr. Inugami, thank you for coming all this way. They need to put you in a better outfit though, girl. This is so uncharitable. Hey, cute as always. Don't be weird to women. You can be weird to men, but not weird to women. Who are you again? I was in charge of serving the master. I am the maid, Yori Mizuno. She looks familiar. Blessed be the Shuten Order. Always a good time when you get the dramatic reveal. Alright, Mizuno. You're so much cuter now that I didn't recognize you. She's such a bitch. What a bitch. He's such a bitch and he's not that nice and he's not your sis. This is our witness, Shimobe. I'll introduce him to everyone later. The family is gathered in the Great Hall. Will you be heading there directly? She does kind of give fish energy. Literally like a fish. I think it's the shape of her eyes. They look downturned and wide. In a way that actually, it's not. No, not the eye shape. It's the eye positioning. They're very far apart, and her head is kind of angled in such a way where it looks like, yeah, eyes further apart, and also sort of angled in a way that makes it seem like they are on opposite sides of her head. Yeah, hey, for barging in, everyone. I'm here with the will. Zoom. Mizuno. Yes, what is it? This is awkward for me to say, but while we were coming here, the bridge gave out. Oh my, are you injured at all? I did hear a loud bang earlier. So was the bridge. It was so old that I was worried when it would finally collapse. Yeah, and someone took a fucking axe to the support pillar. Looks like everyone here won't be able to walk back. They get their backs like crazy. Alright, everyone was planning on staying here, but... Anyway, I shall take one of our servants with me and check the bridge. Mr. Shimobe, you should hurry to the Great Hall. Everyone will be waiting for you. Alright, I'll go. Or alright, I'll go. Whatever. I thought it said alright. Whatever. Kill me. So her eyes are half closed. Maybe her eyes are just... Maybe she's just on a lot of coke. She calls you boring Barbie when the coke's got her feeling brain. God, what a terrible burn. Taylor Swift the penmanship of the least interesting high school writer.
あ、
There he is. Where have you been?
お待たせして
I'm
す
sorry
み
for
ま
making
せ
you
ん。
wait.
うわ、
Okay, so immediately, Miss Scarlet over here, Diva. I hope she did kill whoever the fuck this is. I hope she kills the rest of them too, because outside of maybe this green-haired one who could have something going on, immediately all eyes on her in the center of the ring, just like a circus. It's gloomy in here. It's almost like it's like a funeral.
成り行きで来ちゃ
I
った
came
け
here, or
ど
reading of the
黙
will.
って立って
Came here
れ
to
ば
follow
いいんだ
Inagami,
よ
but all I
ね
have to do is stay quiet and watch, right? Is that going to be his much younger wife, or is it going to be his
なるべく
daughter?
ややこしいこと
What
に
kind
は
of story are we
関わら
telling
ないよ
here?
うにして
I don't get caught up in some crazy mess, so I'll just keep to myself.
壁にかか
That
ってい
portrait on
る
the wall,
肖像
is that
が
Kimasa Kikuri?
厳しそうな
Kind of giving
人だな。
Yeah, well,
私とは正反対のタイプって感じ。
two people who I think count as serving if we include our, demon twink in the middle here. Redhead, obviously, of course. The spiral hairstyle, I think it'll always work for me, even if it wasn't for everything else about her. But that, I mean, she is giving a little bit of Miss Scarlet. Wait, actually, hold on. We're missing one person to make this. No, I guess Miss Scarlet, Colonel Mustard, got a Professor Plum, Mr. Green. We're missing a Peacock and we're missing a White or Mrs. White. But if we consider the maid to be Mrs. White, which would make sense, maybe we consider him to be Colonel Mustard and then the blue-haired one is Peacock, and that all works out. He seems like the strict type, the complete opposite of me. I'm just so fun and
それはとも
carefree.
かく
I'm just a girl.
私の目的は
Putting that aside, my name is
あくまで
Inagami.
彼を逃
God, I
さ
hope
ない
this
た
is
めに
Clue.
も
We have to follow his orders so he doesn't get away with this. Because if it is Clue, Miss Scarlet, I'm on your
それ
side.
では
Well, I would like to start the reading of the will, if I may. Oh, we're getting this now? Will Executor, Kishiri, Inagami.
ちょっと待ってください。
Wait, Inagami, one of my brothers isn't here. Oh my god, is that Peacock? Kukuri's 8 eldest son, Yoichi Kukuri. Interesting.
あいつ、何言ってんだ。
I don't know what vibe I'm getting out of his design. What is he up to? Did someone call him?
昔
He's always been a sloth. He messes up everything we ask him to do. He has no right to claim any of this inheritance.
会議に遅れ
If he
て
makes us late, he should lose his portion of the inheritance, don't you think? Kukuri's 8 second son, Tsukijiro. I wonder how many millions I'll be getting.
その分
I wouldn't mind receiving that much
私がもらっても
either.
構いませんわよね。
Why is she giving a little bit like with the uncovered eye? She's even kind of Vega from Street Fighter, but also like obsessed with whatever the fuck is going on with this jewelry, with this look, all of it. I'm so on her side. Why did it make her pink? Everyone else is yellow. Yuichi Kukuri's wife, Miki. Also,
私だって同じ
Miki?
家系に属していますもの。
I belong to this family
そう
too,
じ
you
ゃあ
know.
りません
Don't you forget it.
わ。
What did
会
it
長
say
はい
was
つ
her?
も会社のことを第一に考えていました。
Wait, I didn't actually catch what her relationship was. The CEO always puts the company first. Oh, he gets to be purple. Why'd the first two go yellow? Well, he's still kind of shop. I can find the serve in the shop. Here's why I should go to the company. I'm sure that's what he had in mind.
バカなことを言
What
うな。
nonsense. Why would we give our money to anyone outside the family?
会長のお金は
The
会社
CEO's
のお
money is the
金。
company's money. To use it for
それを
self-interest is
私利私欲で
ridiculous.
すず。
Suzu, it sounds like you know
会
who
長
the
が
next
誰か分か
CEO
ってて
is.
少なくとも
At
こ
the
こに
very
は
least, I do not see anyone here worthy enough to take up that role.
貴様。
Damn you.
無駄な争いはやめましょうよ。
Giving a little bit of what's the blue-haired one from Pokemon? Well, and this is the thing, is that some terminal bitch face is iconic behavior. Stop this pointless bickering. Security State Private Doctor, Miyabi Shiratori.
私たち
It
が
doesn't matter how much we argue, the will has already been written.
ご主人が
It's just a simple matter of who he trusted the most during his life.
分かった風
You
な
say that
口を
like you
聞くじゃ
know
ない
something.
そもそも
Why is the doctor
た
here
だの
anyway?
かかりつけ医があわよくば
Perhaps you thought there might be a chance
参
you
列
might be an
できる
inheritor?
か場違いも
How
甚だしい
inappropriate. These knives are- I think it's Clue. Look at the colors. The only thing that's throwing me off is that for Mustard, he would be a little bit too reddish. And we'd have to assume that this one is Peacock because of the blue hair, and the genders don't fully line up, but like red, purple, green, like Specifically, I mean, honestly, I think it's mostly because of the Miss Scarlet, but either way, everyone's on edge because of the huge fortune that's on the line. Also, God, my phone's about to die. I hope it doesn't turn into a brawl, or worse, kissing. At any rate, I just want this over and done with ASAP.
では弟くんを待っている
Well, we're
間
waiting on the youngest. Why don't I introduce the witness?
こちら
This is Rei Shimabe. He doesn't look like it, but he's an excellent
こう見えて
detective.
優秀
Yeah,
どうも
Murder Mystery Route, right? Yes, this is the Murder Mystery Route. I actually have not watched Knives Out. I need to. It is on the list. I know I'm going to enjoy when I do watch it. I just haven't gotten around to it because I don't have any time. Hello.
別に必
You
要
don't
な
need a
いでしょ
witness.
遺言が
In order for a will to be read, a witness is
正式に認められる
required.
には
That is the rule.
大変です
Help. Kamado Domon, the Kokuya Estate employee, Blue. They did give him Blue.
シャドウ桟橋で
The jetty below. Something terrible has happened.
要領を得ないぞ、ドモン。落ち着いて話せ。
Take a breath before you speak. Yes, young master. Only a few moments ago I heard a huge crash, and when I checked, the bridge was gone. That was...
何
What? The bridge?
あの今
That
々
damn
しい
bridge. Finally gone,
橋。い
huh?
や、
じゃあ、とっとと。
All you need to do is fix it, right? That's why we employed you. Yes, that's right. But the problem's not the bridge. Stop blabbering and just say it.
橋が
I went to the jetty to check the fallen bridge. And on the boat was young Master
お
Seizo,
坊ちゃんが
and he was dead. Oh,
生存が
Seizo
死んで
is dead.
これは
Well, well,
一
this is
大
serious. See, I told you, man, we'd get one eventually. We get a little bit of Barathol. They always have some. This is a game that was written, or that at least Kodaka was the supervisor for. You do something. Take your panties off now. Oh, wow. This is serious. We'll suspend the will reading for now and go see what happens. Again, I love this pose.
せず
ドモン。
Don't want to show us. Yes, sir. I wonder if those two are both supposed to be yellow together, and that's why they both got the same yellow background.
ほらね
That would lean into the clear
しも
theory.
べれい君
See, Rei Shimabe, things turned out the way I said they would.
しかし
Although the murderer seems to be more
私が
impatient
考え
than
て
I
いたよ
thought.
りそして
Not to mention crazier than I
そう
imagined.
まさか遺言状
I never would have thought
を
one of them would
開
die
封
before
す
the reading.
殺人
Oh
犯
shit.
ってまだ
Might not be a
殺され
murder.
たと
We don't know that he was
決まっ
murdered
た
yet.
それに
Besides, you knew things would turn out this way?
だから
No,
言った
that's
じ
just
ゃない
gonna,
か
don't worry, I'm sure we'll see him more soon.
血を見る
I
わ
said so, remember? It might turn into a war.
だったら
Then you could have stopped it from happening.
無茶言うなよ
Don't be so absurd. I'm an outsider. I can't interfere with family matters.
少なくとも
Said like 2 lines before that.
遺言状を開
Yeah,
封す
it's
るま
not-
では
missing out on like the picture in the menu until the will is opened, that is.
だってそう
Right?
だろ
This is how things are done.
それに
It was the done
こ
thing
の
at the
方が
time
盛
of
り
the
上が
murder.
るじゃないか
Besides, what much more exciting.
盛り上がる
Exciting? What on earth?
犬神の先生
Is Unagami. The bridge is this way.
うん
Okay, I'm coming.
さ
Half baby felt
しも
cheese.
べれい君も一緒に
Shall
行
we
こう
go, Rei Shimabe?
立ち会い人
As
と
the
して
witness, you should be
状況を
aware of all the
把握
facts
してお
too.
くいやいや
Should I say, as a great detective? I don't know about being a great detective. People keep dying around me, and then also me, I died, and I don't know who did it. And that seems like something I should probably be able to figure out. Also, I keep dying because I failed to figure it out. Also, my phone is at like 4%. It's gonna die so soon. There's no. I need to. Do I have a longer phone to charge it? Wait, maybe I do somewhere. Oh, wait, this one. It's wrong with. It's wrong with.
波一つない静かな湖面の上で小さなボートが揺れている
First of all, fan of the hair. I know I'm biased, but like, also, do I know there is be still in here? Okay, that's fine. Let's plug in my phone, which is upside down. Doesn't die, even though it's overheating, so it's not going to charge. Small boat rocked gently on the still lake.
その中に横
Inside
た
it
わ
lay a
る男性
man. Ew. Well, he's got the pearl necklace on. And also the suit. And the stars on the buttons? Fruity. This might be a diva down. Inside a
彼が
man.
亡
I
くな
could
って
tell
い
he
る
was
こと
dead
は
immediately.
一目瞭然だった
The great detective. I could tell he was dead immediately. Perhaps it was the wide open eyes staring blankly at the sky. Maybe it was the unbreathing mouth. Maybe it was the knife that was stuck fully through him. Also, kind of a weird blade. I thought those sort of knives didn't have a point. They were more like a slash. And maybe it could also have that, but it seems... Let's see. I can tell he's dead immediately. Huge machete thrust into his abdomen.
その目は
Yeah,
恐ろし
machete
いほど
sound,
見
yes, makes
開か
sense.
れ
His eyes were frozen open. He's
まるで
glaring at us, forever
私たち
staring.
製造
本当
Is
に
that
それ
really Seizo?
製造さん
土門さん
Come on, could you pull the boat a little closer to the jetty? Yes. Oh no. A body has been discovered. Okay. Don't want to pull a little faster, bud.
ダメですね
It's no good.
完全になくなっています
You know, yeah. I mean, I guess we got chopped into 6 pieces and we're still here, so maybe you do have to check.
見りゃわかるって
I can see that.
なんで死んだのかとか
Oh,
い
back
つ
in.
死んだのかとか
Why did he die? Or when did he die?
そういう
You
関
don't
連
know.
なこ
That's
と
the most
わ
important
か
bit,
ら
you
ないの
damn
かよ
quack.
や
Okay,
めちゃ
girl, we just found the body. You can fucking chill.
申し訳ないです
Terribly sorry, but I'm not a
死
medical
体は専
examiner.
門とはいえ
This game too, yes.
まだぬくもりが
However,
感
he's
じら
still
れるの
warm,
で
so I can say his death was in the past few hours.
死因につ
Cause
い
of
ては
death would be the
こ
machete,
の中以
right?
外
どうしてこんな
Why
こ
did
と
this happen?
ま
Is
さ
it
か
because of the
本
will?
当そしてこれは
And this doesn't look
た
like it
だ
was an
の事故
accident.
死とは思えない異様な死に方だった
Truly the Sherlock Holmes of our generation. Right. Just blow it off. Guys, I don't think this was an accident. It looks like he just tripped and fell onto this knife in the boat in the middle of the lake. By himself, for no reason. Right before the will that was going to give maybe him a bunch of money.
本当に
Is he really
殺され
killed?
たの
You know what? Maybe he committed suicide just for fun. If I save the body. I'm scared, but if I could get a bit closer. Also, I wonder if we'll see the timer go down to 166.
部外者が近づくん
Hey,
じゃない
outsiders should say out. Sorry. Okay,
お
well,
い水野
Mizuno, did you contact the Ministry of Security? No.
とっとと通報
Get on it, you're so goddamn useless. I'm so sorry, but
すみません
I'm so scared of my legs.
大丈夫で
Are
す
you
か
alright?
脳なしが
You dimwit, are you only good at taking care of old
できるのは
farts?
じいさんの世話だけか
His body is kind of tea. I wish his hair wasn't like that. He's giving a little bit too much Donald Trump comb over.
お前が代わりに死
You
ね
should
ばよ
have
かった
died
の
instead of him.
お前をここに
There's no reason for you to live
理
here
由はもう
anymore.
ない
Once the reading's done, you're fired. But
つうか
hey,
さ
don't you think that woman did
こ
say
の
so
女
in?
製造に
Family
ちょっかい
says he used to hit on her a bit and she
かけ
turned
ら
him
れて拒
down.
否ってたら俺全部
I thought he
知って
faded
た
out.
から
You
な
killed him, right? No, I didn't. I would never
殺し
kill. So you're saying he was murdered?
彼は殺されたっていうのかね
Girl, how poor if you are.
まあ
Well, considering how he died, it was no accident. How is this a discussion?
殺人
A murder? This is a clear violation of the doctrines. Yeah. How disgusting. Isn't this woman a heretic?
競技の
Violation of the doctrines?
ああそうか
That meme
ここは
about
宗教国家だから
that meme about like murder is frowned upon in Japan. It goes against the idea of life. Yeah, that first impression of it. I think. What was your first impression of it? That was during the. That was during the Zero Escape one, right? Was when we were blowing up all the bodies, or all the exploding people's heads or whatever. Religious households, the doctrine is the law here, right?
でも
Heretics. Those are dangerous people who oppose the beliefs of the order. Otherworld
殺
ends
人
with
をした
you.
から異教徒それどういう意味なんだろ
I do really want to play that. Or wait, no. Oh, I want to play that one too, actually. I was briefly getting the names of them mixed up, but World Ends With You seems like a good game. You're rubbing against and contemplating the bottom mechanic. I didn't hate that part. I hated the part where it turned out that she was the sister of the Minister of Health and they were doing an incest thing. That was less fun. But I liked the VTuber girl thing. One who murders is then a heretic by default? What does that mean exactly? I think that's fairly straightforward. Putting that aside for now, this is an important day for us. The will reading, remember? I can't think of anyone other than an outsider who would try and ruin that for us. Mizuno, you really did? You buttered up our father because you weren't content with just living here anymore. You tried to get your hands on our inheritance, right? I haven't done anything. Oh, who cares? Either way, get off our island. Or how about you swim back right now? Do it. I hope they kill you. Protect Mizuno. Hey, just what are you two thinking? We're gonna kill him. Yeah, but you know what? It's gone up from there. Mizuno just said she didn't do it. Shouldn't you hear her explanation first? What's your angle, witness? You're just a third party. So keep your trap shut. I do love the pink color in his eyes. It's giving. I like that. Also, since I plugged in my phone, it has gone down in battery charge. But as a third party, please let me say, it's not fair to Mizuno to treat her like a murderer without any proof. Get the room. We're not kids here. Anyway, we all agree that woman is the murderer. All we need to do is contact the Ministry of Security and let them deal with her. Let's focus on the inheritance. If the will reading is cancelled now, it'll be a huge headache. And the company people might end up dying. What are you talking about? This isn't just something you can brush aside. I thought it was better than... I think you saw bits and pieces of it. Maybe it's worse. But as playing it, it was fun. Or I thought anyways. Who do you think you are? Inugami, this witness of yours is quite opinionated. I don't think he can be neutral anymore. Shall we kick him off the island too? Kick me off too? Yeah, to be honest, I don't know Rishimabe all that well either. Inugami! You heard what they said, but what will you do? There's nothing else to do. I haven't said anything wrong here. Rishimabe, don't worry about me. Just do what you have to do. Miss Mizuno. Hey, Ray! Say, up here! We could talk. What did you get here? What's up? Head for the angels. Inugami, wait 5 minutes. I want to clear my head. 5 minutes is a long time. Make it 3. Me when I'm playing about the time and stuff. My job. This way have you been? You left me all alone.
Yeah.
Ministry of Justice guy is a sharp one. We didn't want him to get suspicious of you, so we hid ourselves. Really? While you two were away, I managed to get all sorts of information from him. Although, I still haven't gotten him to confess yet. Okay. What time is it? It's just almost midnight. You know what? I want to keep going. We're going to run an ad just so it gets out of the way here, and then we'll be back with more. What time is it in the VoD? Also, because my phone is going to need a second to charge off of stream where it's not overheating. Okay. I'm going to run that ad. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Oh, sorry. Phone kept almost falling, and it's like, if it falls from where it is, it's going to pull some stuff down a bit. I have a proper, like, thing for it coming to in the next day or two, which I'm very excited to have. Because then I might also be able to actually charge it without it frying itself, but we'll see. I'll say, Mitzi, honestly, you remembered it better than I did. I completely forgot about the character who was trans. God, that row was also... Actually, wait, when did they do that? That was so long ago. When did we first start playing Shuten? I mean, we started it during the debut, so that was like October, wasn't it? Let me see when that ended. Yes, that was November 1st that we did that. Fascinating. So thank you, Kiri. By the way, how did you get here? The bridge collapsed. We're angels. We can fly if we feel like it. With those tiny wings. Look, don't worry about the details. Love that energy. No, they did confirm it. Because the whole thing was like they're all sisters, but she was trans, and they just kind of were all on her side about like not exposing her. but I'm pretty sure it was made pretty explicitly clear. I think also you were kind of only, again, you were catching bits and pieces of it, and you caught a lot of the worst bits and pieces, like the weird parts. Looks like you've gotten yourself into another right mess. Yeah, it looks like someone was murdered because of a will reading. I came here just to be a witness, but you're nothing but trouble, aren't you, Ray? Well, you were also murdered, so I guess it's to be expected. To be honest, shouldn't you just let whoever wants to die just die? You don't have the time to be solving another murder case. I know that. But I just can keep quiet after someone be blamed for something without proof. Yeah, like what we did. Isn't that what makes me human? Well, you're not, is the fun thing. You went out like a Terminator. Yeah, it's a good design. It's bizarre, the fact that she has her like pigtails sticking out the side of whatever this hood is. That there's like 3 different layers of the hood going on. There's a lot going on with her. What? Someone going down for something they didn't do is not the worst case scenario. Also, what happens with the inheritance has nothing to do with you. What you need to be focused on is not losing your current connection with Kishiru Inagami. I know that. With things as they are, I'm about to be kicked off this island for being a nuisance. Oh my god, he's gonna get voted off the island. Chat, he needs to start poisoning people really quickly. It's like all you can do is say that you can solve this case. Me? Solve this case? He'll be bluffing, of course. It doesn't really matter if he can at all. Anyway, in order to say to keep watching Kishiru Inagami, say what you can. Are you telling me to pretend to investigate? I don't know anything about that. Girl, you are doing an investigation. You don't have the time to kick up a fuss now. Now go, fix this and then get back to your real job. But I can't just fix this, that's the problem. What am I gonna do with you? There's a power of God you can use for times like this. But you need to be prepared. Once you start using it, you can't go back. Prepared? I was prepared the moment my life was taken from me. Is that enough? That's true. You want to use it now? The one reveals the hidden truths of the world, the ultimate divine power of God. The power of revelation. Revelation? Revelation. Let me tell you, revelation is different from any power you've used before. That's because it's the power to uncover the secrets of the world. When you need the truth, the world will reveal it to you. In other words, this vision will turn the world into the perfect place to investigate. I don't really get it, but you'll understand more quickly if you just try it out. There's no time to waste. We all need to pray together. Are you ready? I have like the most weird quick time event. QT for Jesus. One of these days, this like weird little animation thing is gonna get interrupted. I know it. I'm so confident of it. I'm just wondering when it's gonna happen. I don't think it's happened yet. But also, yes, importantly, they didn't leave the incest guy. They did explode him. God did give him God gave him a JFK headache. And your view of the world has changed drastically, right? No, it doesn't really look like it's changed. Huh? Something's forming inside my head. Is this the suspension bridge we used to get here? Oh, have you already found something connected to this case? If so, then with the right timing, snap your fingers. I don't know if the snap picked up. I don't know if that comes through with the sound gate or whatever the fuck it is. Snap my fingers. During investigation, snapping your fingers at certain words reveals evidence or clues. Press and hold the snap button to try snapping. Oh, so this is like the bit in Danganronpa, or the first game with the pink text that they gave up on because it was stupid. Snapping switches to snapping mode. Snapping switches to snapping mode. Hold the snap button to confirm. You can cancel by selecting the end button. You see that bridge in your mind. Focus on what bugs you about it, okay? Oh my god, we're snapping. The piece of evidence damaged the bridge support has been added to the case report. Oh yeah, so more Ace Attorney than Danganronpa, I guess. The thing I only had a hazy memory of is now clear. Perfect. You know how people snap their fingers when they have an idea? Yeah, fucking weird people. It's called snapping. Remember that name. If you see something related and someone says something off and you have an aha moment, through snapping you can gather evidence and figure out more about someone or something.
それじゃあとりあえず
Long story short, if I find something interesting, I just have to snap my fingers.
いや
I would just use it indiscriminately like that. People might start to distrust you.
相手に不信感を与えてしまうからね。
Fair, I guess. If some weird freak in a mask just started snapping at me, be like, oh, what was that? Like, I'd probably be like, can you fuck off? There are like multiple dead bodies. Like, this is kind of a stressful environment that someone just killed our brother and like we're reading our dad's will and like there's this fuck ass nurse or maid and all kinds of people are doing some bullshit. Stop snapping.
違和感を覚え
Only
て
snapping when something feels off or you remember something. You wouldn't want to be around someone who's always snapping their fingers, would you? Especially these guys. They don't like you very much, so if you mess up, they'll kick you out. Okay, so yeah, this is Ace Attorney shit. You get it wrong enough times in trial and you just get immediately proven guilty. Unnecessary snapping lowers trust. If trust reaches zero, the investigation fails. Be careful. Quit your complaining. Sink or swim using this power. It's completely up to you. I will sink because it is up to me. Alright, I'll make sure I don't lose their trust by using this new power. Perfect. That is the power of revelation. Long story short, you can think of it as your ability to gather information being leveled up. I'm sure you can investigate like a real detective now.
試しに
You should test it with the body on the boat in the surrounding area.
よくわかりませ
I
ん
don't
けど
really understand, but I'll try.
我々は近
We're
く
heading
に
nearby. If you need
隠
us,
し
call.
てお
We'll
くよ
come.
わかりました
Sure. So how'd it go? Have you calmed down at all? Oh, somehow your aura has changed. Did you partake in some of the grass, perchance? Why is he even a little Kaname Date? That's not fair. Give some to me.
犬神さん
Inagami, let me investigate this crime. Investigate?
この殺人事件
Investigate the murder.
まずは
I'd like to start at the jetty where the body was found. Well, your detective blood demands justice. How fun that sounds. Fine. I, Kishiru Inagami, give you the right to investigate this incident. I do. The music in this game is so fun. I need to use it for my videos at some point because it's so.
ありがとうございま
There's
す
just a good vibe to it. Thank you. This one's actually getting a little Project Eden's Garden. So then, Kakuri family, I would appreciate if you cooperated with Rei Shimabe's investigation. Normally I would call the Ministry of Security and have them take care of everything. But this time I'm leaving everything to Rei Shimabe.
犬神さん
Inugami. Are you seriously placing your trust in someone like that? Again, the color of pink in his eye, it's such a good shade. The pink with the yellow. And on this kind of a man, the artist is doing so much for this. I love it. The fortune of the great Kakuri family is on the line here.
バカバカ
This is so stupid. I'll be going back to the mansion now. I love the PNG flip on the Y-axis slide animation on its screen. Of course, you're free to be as distrusting as you like. However, if you want the inheritance to go smoothly, might I suggest cooperating? Also, I plan on restarting the will reading at 12 p.m. Please don't fight anymore. Let's all stay calm.
会議を中止
You
する
don't plan on
つもり
stopping
は
the
ない
reading? Hey, Julian, thank you for the shirt reading. I will honor the deceased and carry out the reading as they asked. But depending on your investigation, you might change how the reading goes. Well, show me your skill. How many more dead bodies are we gonna find, do you think? I'm good. How are you?
さて
Now, where to start?
何を調べよう
What is this? What is this music? It's tickling my brain. I like it.
大きな
It's a huge
湖
lake. The water's clear and the fish swimming around.
ボートを
No
係留
views
し
from
ておく
mooring the boat.
手繰り寄せられた
Whoever
部
used the
分
pole in the
は
boat must have fallen into the
湖
lake.
に
It's
使って
almost
いたせい
completely
か
wet.
ほとんど濡れている
Glad to hear.
係留ロープ
So
が
how
こ
did the
の状
mooring
態に
rope
なる
get
っ
to be in
て
such a state?
一体どんな状況だろう
I don't want to start snapping at shit because I don't want the game to start yelling at me about it.
かなり古
It's a
そう
very
な
old
手漕
looking
ぎのボー
rowboat.
トだ
I don't see anything wrong with it.
これといって気
I don't see
にな
anything wrong
る
with
点
it. Okay, so am I supposed to snap on this shit?
これといって気になる。かなり古そうな手こぎのボートだ。ボートには特に異常は見られない。
No holes in there. I think it stands out. Just Archer failed snapping. Fuck. I thought that was why he was like, I didn't see anything suspicious about it. It was like trying to be like, I didn't see, I need to do this.
くくり製造の死体
Totally
だ。
one of the Kikuri's siblings died with a scared expression.
彼の身に一体何が
What
起こ
happened
っ
to
た
his
の
body? I have to look into this. Okay, will this
悪
work?
く調べておかないと。
Okay, so that is the Danganronpa. That's the.
きっと
No, you're
あの腹部
wrong.
に刺さってい
I'm sure
る
the wound
大きな
caused by the huge
傷
machete was the
が致
killing
命傷に
blow.
なっもしあれ
If
が
that
凶
is the
器
murder
だとする
weapon,
と
does that mean the murderer stabbed him while on the boat?
それとも
Or has he killed somewhere else than brought here? Again, the open shirt with a pearl necklace. Purple hair pronouns. We shall see. Also, why the mask? Piece of evidence says his corpse has been added to the case record. Does my trust go up if I get it right? No. Fuck. Uh-oh. Scario. Mizuno, how are you?
ご心配おかけし
I'm
て
so sorry for making you worry about me. I'm fine.
それより
That aside, thank you for what you did.
さっき
What I did.
私を
You protected me,
かば
remember?
ってくださった
That
で
made
し
me
ょ
so happy.
でも
But you shouldn't do that anymore. You mustn't get involved with me.
なんで
Why do you
そん
say
な
that? Because nothing good will come of it, Mr. Shimabei.
それどころか
Hey,
く
Fishy.
くり家の方々の心象を悪くす
No
るだけだ
spoilers. I
と
don't
思
want to
い
get.
ますので
I mean, I'll forget everything anyways, but no spoilers either way. Yeah, how are you doing? On the contrary, it'll only make the Kukuri family think less of you.
でも水
But
野
you
さん
didn't do
は
anything,
何も
did you?
だったら
Then
胸を
hold your head high and tell them they're wrong.
いいえ
No, I already know. Nobody will listen to my story.
私が聞き
Now
ます
listen,
から
don't throw in the towel just yet.
事件を
I
解
need your help
決
to
する
solve
た
this
めには
crime, Mizuno.
今朝
Did anything strange
私た
happen
ち
this
が
morning
ここ
before
に
Inagami
来
and
る
I
ま
got
で
here?
変わったこ
Anything
と
strange?
特に何も
Not particularly. I woke up at 6 and did the laundry and the cleaning,
こ
so
れはアリバイ確
I
認
can
に
check
なる
alibis. Just ask her more about this.
変わっ
Anything
特
strange?
に何も
Okay, so if he's saying we should
朝
invest.
6時に起きてからずっと掃除や洗濯を
Okay.
していたので
朝6
So
時
you
に
did
は
housework
起
after
きて
you woke up at 6. Did
家
you
事
see
を
anyone?
していたんで
I
す
thought the
ね
snapping was like we had to remember things,
そ
not
の
just
間
like
誰かに会いませんでした
we could ask more about whatever. You know, I'm dumb. You see anyone?
起きてす
I
ぐ
met Masudichi's wife immediately. He told me how to do laundry better.
くくりミキさ
So
ん
with
と
Miki
一緒に
Kikuri? At what time?
起きてから
From when I woke until around the time you and Mr. Inagami arrived here.
そうだっ
I
たんで
see.
すか
Well, thank you for talking with me. That's a decent alibi. Oh shit. Hi, Raiders. Hi, Felix. Hi. How are you doing? Hold on, let me give you a shout out. Kyoko. That was Terraria. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Vivros. I'm a variety streamer. Play a bunch of stuff, a lot of visual novels, a lot of shooters. Right now, we're doing SHUTEN ORDER, and we're doing our Danganronpa route. In addition to videos, or in addition to streams, I also make videos over on YouTube. That's the sort of thing you should check them out. There's a new one coming out next week. Barbecue. From the two rats. Wait, from the two rats to the barbecue. Wait. I'm being confused by this message. But yeah, we did the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Science in that order. Now we're doing Justice. Anyways, yes, no spoilers. Anyways, welcome in Kyoko. I hope you did good, or how about a good stream? Shaking your titties, as always. Why not? I paid good goddamn money for these titties. But yeah, if you need any food, water, rest, make sure you do that. Self-care is important, but if you're able to stick around, I'd be happy to have you. We're not going to go too much longer, just because I don't want to forget what's happened. But yes, let's see.
あなたが最初
When
に
you first saw the
死体を
body,
見つ
did
け
you
た
notice
時
anything?
気づいた
Notice anything?
わか
I
んねえ
don't
で
know. I
さ
was shocked, so I ran to find
た
you.
だ
Find you
びっ
guys.
くらこいて
You
皆
know
さん
what
の
I'm
と
saying?
こ
Oh
ろ
yeah, no,
に
get some
駆け
rest.
つけたもんでおい
Come on, use those brains. Did you really not see a culprit at all?
と
I don't know.
とんでもねえ
Of course not.
ボー
The
トの
young
上には
master says I was the only one I
製造
saw.
お坊ちゃん
No
だけ
one
で
else.
ここに降りてくる
Didn't
途
see
中
anyone on my
で
way
も
down
誰
here.
とも
Please
すれ
believe
違わ
me.
なかったんでさ信じてください
We're snapping now.
本当で
Or I'm
さ
gonna kill myself. It's true, I'm not lying. Just failed duty, Lord.
あの
So, are we supposed to ask a follow up or no?
悪い
Sorry,
が
but I'm
小
busy.
生
I
は
have to report to the
忙し
company
い
about this.
小生
Oh,
は
hit press
君
upon.
のように
Oh
暇
no,
で
you don't
は
have any time to spare. I wonder how long the low trust lasts.
ボートを手繰り寄せられた部分は湖に使っていたせいかほとんど濡れている。
Okay, that did work.
ロープの
The
ほ
rope
と
was
んど
mostly
が
wet, which
濡れ
means
て
it
い
was still
る。
tied at the jetty when it was pushed out.
あの
You need something?
あなたが
Were
最
you
初
the
に
one who
ボ
first
ートに
noticed the
気
boat?
づいた。
おっしゃる通り
You got that right.
ボートを見つ
I
けた
found
の
it
は
first.
このロープ
This
結
rope is
構
pretty
長
long.
いですね。
Is the boat usually more or normally more using it?
え
Yeah, we wrap it around the
え
pole here,
い
but
つ
as you can see, it's been
も足中にぐるぐる
unwrapped.
とそのせいでしょうか
Maybe that's why the boat was floating
ボー
off
トが
towards
向
the
こうに
shore.
幸い
Luckily, it was
ロ
still
ー
tied
プ
to
の
the pole,
端
so I
が
was able
地
to
中に
pull it
結ば
back
れた
in,
まま
but
だまさか
no idea the young master's body was aboard.
持ち上がっているなんて恐ろしい
It shocked me to my core. Yeah, they did not describe, because like they say snapping is like, this is your chance to like think more about a memory, but it's not. It's like, aha, I had an idea. But also, there's not really a good indication of like, is it, I had an idea, I had a suspicion, I wanted more details, like. Also, I hate any of these trust ones where it like penalizes you for getting it wrong, but doesn't reward you for getting it right.
Shiratori さん、
Be sure, whatever
死
the fuck
体
your
を
name
調べ
is.
てみて何か気づいたことはあり
Shiratori,
ませんか？
having examined the body, did you notice anything?
気づいたこと
Notice anything?
そうです
Let's
ね
see, the wound to the abdomen is quite deep.
ただし防
However, I
御
don't see
創
any
は見当たら
defensive
ない
wounds, whether he was caught off
被
guard
害
or
者は
asleep.
隙を突か
Okay,
れたか
that should be a
という
snap.
ところを刺されたか
防御層？
Like, this is what I mean. That's a perfectly reasonable thing to want to follow up on. Be like, hey, like, what do you mean defensive wounds? Like, why would there not be some? That sounds like something we could have a clue out of. But
加害者に
What is
抵
this
抗するあなた
念の
like,
た
I'm
め
not confused about the concept of a
念の
defensive
ため
wound.
の
I'm.
確認です。
Oh, I can tell it's gonna piss me off.
どうだい
Investigation moving along.
ええ、
Oh yes.
おや
You look down. I'm rooting for you, Mr. Raid Detective.
もしかしたら
Might even
今後
become someone integral to the order one day.
そんなお
Exaggerating. It's not a total exaggeration, though.
なんと
How should I put it? You have this extraordinary aura about you.
まさか
It's not like you
私
figured
が
out that I'm
元
the
教
former
祖
founder,
で
right?
ああそうそう
Yeah, science wrote.
私からも一つ
Healthcare
情
was.
報をあげ
Or
よう
science wrote was like just a visual novel, which is fine. I enjoyed that one, but like not a lot of gameplay going on. Health, I didn't mind. I do think it was underwhelming. I do think they could have done more with what they were doing there, and I think they did kind of misuse their time there. But I'm excited to see what the other ones are then. One more piece of information for you. Kurita family only has one boat. Only this one.
そもそも向こう岸
The
に
other
ある
jetty on the other side
桟
was
橋
taken
も今
down.
では取り壊され
And
た
no one comes by boat. Okay.
船での往来はないです
Is that a detail worth investigating? Yes. What's the logic here?
製造さんはどう
Why would
して
Seizo on a boat that no one ever
普段
uses
使われ
then? See, like, this is what I mean. That's asking a follow-up question relating to the evidence that is important. That seems like something that you would do for like someone who says, I don't know, I didn't see anyone coming by here. Or like, fucking, I might have to tell some, or like some stuff might happen because of this. Like, what might happen because of this? Are you sure you didn't see anyone? Like,
何らか
fucking
の
too.
理由が
He had a reason to use God on himself,
犯人
or
によっ
he's
て
forced
乗
on
せ
by
ら
the
れた
culprit.
まあ
Well, whichever it was, we don't know why.
ボートに乗っ
Body in
た
a
し
boat, huh?
殺された
If you know anything about the death of
さん
Seizo
について
Kikuri, please tell me.
は
Huh? I couldn't care less about that pathetic news there.
むしろ死んで
In
せい
fact,
せい
I'm
して
relieved
い
he's
る
dead.
そんな
But he was your brother.
お前
What do
に
you know about us?
部外者は黙って
You
ろ
don't know about us? Shut up, outsider. Brothers, family, don't make me laugh. We just happen to be born to the same people is all.
じじいは
That
古い
old
タイ
fart
プ
was
だ
so
っ
old
たからね
fashioned. Like playing house with his wills and whatever.
あなたは
Did you hold a grudge against Seizo for anything? What are you talking about? There's no way I'd give two hoots what that moron did.
アホがアホ
The moron died with a
面
moronic look on his face. That's all there is to it.
本当にバ
He
カ
was
だ
really
ぜ
stupid. He knew today was the will reading, but he decided to leave
今
early.
日が相
If
続
this is not something I'm supposed to snap on, I'm gonna lose my fucking. I'm gonna fucking snap.
朝っぱらから
Thank
出かけ
God.
てたし
This is also, okay. This is my problem with like any sort of mystery. Like this was my issue with Ace Attorney. This has been my issue with Danganronpa games, where it's like, or Master Detective Archives was the worst for this. I think honestly, because that game, it was the worst for circular logic. It would constantly fuck around. And yeah, the final part gave you some good information in the Hell, I think. I've kind of forgotten a little bit of it, but like the narrative of it worked well enough for it. But I think if you didn't like the story of it, which like I don't know if I don't know if Mitzi's still here. Yeah, but like also I think part of the story just kind of is like it feels like they had a couple ideas for good like escape room stories, but also maybe kind of burned their characters a little. Like some of their more interesting characters seem like they died a little bit too early for that route, and that's part of the problem. Is like, sure, you're subverting expectations, but also like you don't have that much time to tell a story. Maybe just stick with some expectation. Like maybe give people some more to work with, make it a little bit easier. And like I don't know. I also just really the fact that it ended on some incest bullshit made it a lot harder to be like it was just such a dumb way to do like you could have told a pretty similar story without it being incest, like literally the exact same thing, just like I just want to make my sister happy, but like let me see the cat girl. The cat girl, like the one who was like the one who also had the power of God, right? And the one who was the trans sister, or am I getting them confused? Again, it's been like 6 months since I played that route. But also like, yeah, like the incest bit, and then also just like, yeah, that one. But then like, they just explode the Minister of Health's head, and then just kind of like end. Very underwhelming ending, yeah. I was following like a post on Reddit that basically said do that one first, then do science, then do them left to right. So I think it's this, then it's education, and then it's security is the order of operations here. And I kind of feel like, I don't know. Like, I will say, actually, okay. In defense of the Ministry of Health route, I do think that some of the, like, the escape room gimmick games were kind of, like, they weren't a terrible idea. I do think the numbers one was stupid. Because I don't think that one really... Like, as a gimmick, I think it worked out all right. I do think that, like... I think they maybe didn't do enough with that one. I did like the buttons one. That one I was mostly... Like, I thought they did some interesting stuff with that, kind of. Then went a little bit off the rails with it, but, like, that was just the story of it. Fuck, what was the third one? Or was that just the final one? Was that where it ended? I can't remember. I was like, Indigo Kaido. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? Please, I'm ready to have my mind. I'm doing good though. I hope you're doing well too. And yeah, like I think American Kyoko's team, gotcha. But yeah, I think I don't know. I like I guess it'll all kind of depend on where it all plays out. Because I feel like that's also the thing. Like it's a mystery story where it's all about like 5 different investigative routes and then it all comes together. So I think I'll reserve my final judgment on any of it until we see how it all comes together. But who knows? You see him leave the house this morning? Oh, yeah. So what? What time was that roughly? Some kidnappings happening in there? His eyes are... Why does he have Toon Link eyes? Excuse me. It's 7 in the morning. I remember that well. Yes, thank you for the look. I appreciate it. I was banging around getting ready to go out, so he woke me up. And just when I thought he'd come back, he turns up dead. Man, that's funny. These are evidence. Tsukijiro, that name is fucking me up. testimony's been added to the case record. Alright, what about you? So I'd like to ask you about the victim, Seizo.
貴様に話す
I'm not gonna talk to you about
ことなどない
anything. Okay, party, Diva. Let's see if we can snap our way into some truths.
貴様に話すことなど何もない話すことな
What's even the point of being alive?
大きな湖だ。水
Fuck
が
it.
澄んで綺麗だ。
湖が気になる。
はい。
Oh, man-made. He must have full change of this entire
お金
area.
持ちって変わ
Which
り
area
者
is
なんで
strange.
す
She
ね。
built an island in a lake, must have been inconvenient to
あえ
traverse.
てだと
But I think that
仕
oh.
事柄清正
So
氏
like
は
it's the key for
敵
such
が
a way.
多い
It's a motor and a castle. He had many enemies, also many people begging for money. No wonder he wanted out.
は
In that case, it's convenient there was already a lake here.
そりゃそう
Nope, lake is man-made too. I just said this whole area is man-made,
あ。
remember?
湖も
This feels like we're learning information that we should be learning from like a successful use of the snap, is it not? I
もうわけの
can't believe we
わ
went
から
that far. I don't get it at all. I do. I never understood his thinking, honestly. Okay, we weren't punished for that one, but it wasn't a successful one, which is honestly weirder. I don't really know what to make of that. It says to investigate the jetty, but this whole area is the jetty, is it not?
母場の広い大なただ。刺すのにはあまり
If
向
you
かない
just
けど、
slap down or slide someone towards the belly, you get a wound like this.
これが本当に凶
And
器な
I
のか
see
どう
if
か、
this really was
よ
the
く
murder
調
weapon.
べておかないと。
Sure. Oh, okay.
よく見ると、
I'm taking a close look and see a wire wrapped around. Oh, it's a wire. Or I thought it was just like a
グ
string
リ
for
ッ
like the
プを
handle.
良くするため
Is
の
that to
も
make
のだ
gripping
ろ
it
うか。
easier?
ドモンさん、
Come on, does this
この
machete
ナタ
belong
は
to the Curry
栗家のも
household?
のですか？
I vaguely feel like this snapping minigame, right?
え
Yes, it was used by the gardener to fell trees.
え、確か
I
物
just
置
saw you
に
left it
し
in
ま
the
っておいた
storeroom.
そんな野蛮な
Only people
もの
like you could
お前ら
use
しか
something so
使わんだろ
barbaric.
そもそも
Didn't you bring it out in the first
お前が
place?
め
First, the thought. Last time I saw it was several days ago.
おや、
Oh,
どうしました？
what's up?
いや、
Well, I was just wondering,
ちょっと気になったもんで
was that always there?
ほら、
Look at this. The base of the blade is inscribed with something.
本当
Yeah,
だ。
right. It says
塔
Tiong.
の刃物のメーカー。
Manufacturer's inscription? Or
それとも
perhaps someone's
誰
initials.
あれは名
That's
を
not
入れ
something
る
you
ほ
put
ど
an
の
inscription
代物
on.
じゃあり
It's
ま
just
せ
a
ん
machete you
よ。
can buy anywhere.
それに、
Besides, there's no one in the Kokori family with those initials.
法といえば、
This says Tiong,
情報、
as in information, or maybe compensation.
報いるという意味でも使う。つまり、
Or possibly retaliation. Okay, so I'm guessing that this is not a literal translation of whatever that symbol is, and they're just kind of making something work. Piece of evidence like machete's been added.
かなり
Not
古
much has
そうな
progressed,
手
yeah.
こぎの
We're
ボ
just
ー
doing
トだ。
investigation. Very old looking robot. Okay, so I don't see anything wrong with it. Why does it keep having that there then if it's something that I... Have we snapped on... Or who are we missing the snapping on?
起きた
Yes, we got your evidence. There's no body. Notice anything?
わかんねえで
We're
す。
still talking around to find you guys. I see the culprit at all. Of course not.
ボートの上、
Here's what I saw. Is anyone on the way down here? Please believe me. Yeah, okay, so he got mad at us for that.
「
Asked you a few questions. Got to report to the company. Don't have any time to spare. Mad at us for that one. Examine the body. Notice anything?
そうですね。
Yeah, it's
ただ
quite
し
deep.
防御層
Don't see any defensive
ああ、
wounds.
それから
Oh, small burn on his right palm.
右の手のひらが
Okay, that's for the last one.
焼け
then.
ているように見えますね。
手のひらが。
Wow, this really is kind of just the worst
Yakete-ru?
combination of like the pink text in Danganronpa 1 with like Ace Attorney mechanics. I will say currently not a fan of this route. Or at least its mechanics. The story seems like it's interesting. Palm of his hand is burned? Oh, yeah, very.
これ
looks
は
like a
やけど
rope
の
burn.
跡ですね。
But maybe
し
it's
かも
just
比
the
較
art.
的新し
See
い
the
もの
mark.
ら
It's
し
just
い。
relatively fresh.
それ以外
Other than that, I
は
didn't notice anything.
解剖でもすれ
If I
ば
could
別
perform an
です
autopsy, it could help more, but for now, this is all I could find.
参考になり
You're
まし
very
た。
helpful, thank you. Piece of evidence, right hand burn mark has been added to the case record. It was burnt black. Okay, so it does mean like actual burning.
おや、そろ
Oh,
そろ
it's
時間
nearly
だ。
time.
それでは
Okay,
皆
everyone,
さ
it's
ん
time to return to the mansion and start the reading of the will.
もう時間
Already? Also, how long is
どう
this
しよう
route? Hold
ちゃん
on.
と事実を主張できるくらい情報を集められたのかな。
Let me see here. I wonder if his Reddit thread mentioned it all. Justice is like 3 to 4 hours. I'm barely. Oh god, I took. The Reddit thread says it takes about 3 to 4 hours and says one of the shortest threads if you don't take too long on mysteries. Well, it turns out I. Kill me. For the truth. I will open the will so if we can all gather at the mansion. We shall discuss Seizo's incident after we're done. Are we gonna leave young Master Seizo on the boat like that? Drag him onto the jetty. Thanks. Right. God, I got so distracted for so long. Finally, the will is gonna be read.
どうかこれ以上
I bet nothing else will happen. An investigation. My trust is so bad. I did such a bad job of being trustworthy, guys. They don't trust me. They're just rich and they hate me. Oh. Oh. Again, you can knock this game for a lot. You can not knock it for its presentation. Goddamn, it's so fun. The meaning part, use gathered evidence to uncover the truth. Wrong evidence or statements will reduce trust. Keep it observed or see. Quiet, please. Quiet. We've had a bit of a rocky start, but now I can finally deliver you all the contents of this will. I'm sure the deceased, Kiyomasa Kukuri, is smiling down upon us. I get distracted a lot. But yeah, if we're just barely into this one, that means that we probably have at least one more stream in it. For the record, I, Kishiro Nagami, shall now open this will. I also recognize this will's legal validity. Lastly, our official witness today, Shinbei, will observe the proceedings to its or until its conclusion. Are you all in agreement? Also, so wait, are you saying like barely in? Do you mean like relative to how your timeline was for like 2 hours or like an hour? Are you all in agreement? Enough of the preamble, just hurry up. Are you behind schedule? So let's cut that envelope already. There's no need to rush. Timing is also important when it comes to opening a will. I shall cut it open at exactly 12.
犬神さん
Inugami, you have 1 minute left. Oh, well then. I shall open it. 10%? Oh god, this is gonna take us forever. I mean, also, how many streams will it take me to do science? Actually, science took me as many streams as health. I think they were some pretty similar length streams. But also, I guess that included like all of the like preamble bit for the first route, or like when you start the game. So like that makes more sense maybe. Yeah, science took me 3, which is like 3, 6, like 10 hours. God, I'm so fucking slow. And now I shall read 1. The entire Kukuri family fortune shall go to whomever fulfills the following requirements. 2. The requirement is that whichever of Kiyomasa Kukuri's 3 sons, Yoichi, Tsukujiro, and Seizo, and Yori Mizuno. So, of these 4 people, whoever is still alive 48 hours after the will is read shall be bequeathed my fortune. What the hell? Why is Mizuno named? There is more so, if you could be quiet. 3. If no one fulfills the above requirement, the entire inheritance will be donated to the SHUTEN Order. That's all. That's all? Let me see it. It's true. That's all that's written. I don't understand. What on earth is going on? I believe you heard correctly. The deceased wants his fortune to be divided equally between his 3 sons and Mizuno. Like how when they fixed the writing, they missed that. And that's what I don't get. Why is that woman's name written on that paper? The deceased was very thankful for Mizuno's diligent care during his life. And his will is a reflect. Honestly, this does not feel like he cared about her a great deal. It feels like he's setting her up to get murdered. His will is a reflection of that. That's so stupid. He wants us to give 1/4 of our money to a mere caretaker? Also, maybe we're looking at this as the wrong mystery. I mean, for one, this is like... little bit, and then there were none, really. It's like, for the money, they're mere caretaker.
いや
No, Seizo was also dead. It would be a third
なくなっているので
now.
あ
I
は
see. Now this makes sense.
水野
Mizuno, you're trying to kill the Kikuri family to gain our fortune, aren't you? I know.
この子に
Your
及んで
fame is
とぼける
is late in the game.
遺言状に
Your name is clearly written in this will.
お前は遺産を少しで
You
も
wanted more money, so you killed
多く集め
Seizo.
それは誤
You
解です
misunderstand, Yoichi.
この遺言
This
状
will
は
was written up under the most
厳正
strictest
な
of
管理
environments.
内容については
Only the deceased and myself knew of its
も
contents.
ちろん
Of course, we swore that neither of us would discuss it with anyone else.
また
Lastly, I kept it in a secure location so no one could ever see it.
すな
In other words, it is impossible for anyone else to have known what was written until now.
ゆえに
Therefore, Mizuno couldn't have known what was written and then gone after Seizo. No, that's wrong.
では言わせてもらいます
Then allow me to say this.
遺書とは
Isn't it possible Mizuno murdered Seizo from some other reason?
水野は生
Wasn't Mizuno troubled by troubled by Seizo's constant attempts to hit on her?
しつこい彼に
Perhaps she
抵抗して
stabbed
い
him
る
while
うち
trying to get
に
away or something like that.
で
So, returning to my point, if Mizuno was the killer, what would happen to her share?
実際に彼
There's
女
sufficient
は
evidence pointing to her being the killer. Her claim would be rejected. Why? That's not in the will.
殺人は
Murder is a serious infringement of the Order's doctrines, after all.
直ちに
She would be swiftly arrested for being a heretic and punished.
殺人は
Murder
教
goes
義
against
の違
doctrine,
反
punished as a heretic.
異教徒
Okay, so
と
that's
して
where the
処罰
Danganronpa side of it comes in, where it's the kill and get away with it. Well, again, not really Danganronpa because it's not really the same sort of thing, whatever. It bugged me for a while now, but there's something seriously off with this place. People keep dying.
少しずつ
Ever so slightly, something is being
何かが
distorted.
歪んでいる
Was I really the founder of this place?
教義とか
I'd love to ask more about doctrines or heretics, but I don't think it's the right time.
探偵としての信
I
頼
might think I
を
can't do
失
my
う
job
か
as a
もしれない
detective, so I'll just leave it for now.
犬神先生
Mr. Anagami, just allow me to confirm just one last time. If that woman is the murderer, she gets
こ
nothing?
の
はい
Yes, anything that she had in the fortune would be
遺産を相続する権利
forfeit.
を
つま
In
り
other words, my darling husband's share would grow, correct?
その
そうなります
It would.
ラ
Perfect, we're gonna be rich!
水野さん
Miss Mizuno, she's so scared she can't speak.
このままだと
If I leave things as they are, she's gonna be blamed.
水野さんが犯人ではないことは
We'll be able to prove that she's innocent with the evidence I've gathered. Start evidence puzzle. Oh. My head's so much clearer now. I'm using so much more of my, like 11% of my brain. 12% even.
今まで見聞き
And
した
every
情
last piece of
報を
information I've gathered down to the smallest detail, and I'm gonna get them all fucking
今の
wrong.
私なら
They really perform a dazzling feat of deductive brilliance right now. Is this because of revelation?
よし
Alexa, my revelation will make him petrous. This is all the evidence I've gathered so far to prove Miss Mizuno's innocence.
ここでの
Wonder,
推理のポイントは水野さんには製造の殺害は不可能だったことを証明できればいいはず
I'm gonna try and see if I can have food after this. Actually, I'm starving. You're all. Stop trying to make this happen. It's not going to happen.
例えば彼女に
Example.
は明確
Show
な
that she has an ironclad alibi.
アリバイを示す
Like
な
pieces of evidence together with another, I can prove it. Don't almost set the correct evidence into the question marks. Build your theory. Use the correct ones.
ら水野さんのアリバイを
So what are you choose doing?
これだ水野さんのアリバイは
Yes.
くくりミキ
Now,
が
I
証
can
明
prove
し
and make a critical statement.
製造死亡推定
There's
時
no
刻
time
は
of death, but I can narrow it down.
誰かの証言
Someone
に
said they saw Seizo. Did you guys hear that voice in the... Was that in the music? Am I hallucinating? I mean, this one.
これだ朝7時頃に家を出る
Tsukijiro
製造
witnessed Seizo
を
leaving the
築地楼が
mansion around
目撃して
7
い
a.m.
るということは
What do you mean Seizo had to be killed after 7 a.m.?
どんなに
The
早くても
earliest.
分かった
Got it. From these testimonies, the conclusion we can draw is this. Oh god. Can I ask a question?
認めよ
You
う
may, Shimabe.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
水野さん
Is
は
it true that you were with Miss Mizuno at 6 a.m. this morning?
な
What? I was just advising her how to properly wash and clean.
だってこの子
I mean, she has no idea how to properly take care of a household.
それが何か問題でも
Is there a problem? As the wife of the eldest son of the Kukuri family, that the kind of thing is expected of me.
犬神さんと
You were
私
with
が
Miss
到
Mizuno
着す
until
るまで
Inagami and I arrived, yes?
だとすれば
Which would mean Miss Mizuno didn't have the time to kill Seizo.
つまり
In other words, Miss Mizuno has a
水野
clear
さんには
alibi.
はっきりとしたアリバイがあります
God, I love this music. It's so good. Huh? An alibi? What are you talking
何言っ
about?
てるのよ
Why is she giving a little bit? Wait. Urako Suzuki. Oh, she's not played very many roles. I thought she was maybe Posh Detective. Wait, actually. Oh wait, I didn't know about that. Wait, I want to check and see it actually. Oh yeah, this one looking good enough. What are you talking
朝
about?
6時以降
If she was only at 6 a.m., then she could have killed Seizo before then. She used those hands to kill Seizo and used them to clean with me. Oh, how terrifying!
それ
Why
は
does
な
it
い
not
と
sound
思
like
いま
Posh?
す
I don't know what I was on about. I think that's possible.
月次郎さん
According
の
to
情
what
報によると
Tsukijiro told me, Seizo was seen leaving the mansion at 7 a.m.
答えはこれですだから
Which would make the theory of Seizo being killed before 6 a.m. impossible.
なんですって
Seriously? Alright.
ああ
I
そう
didn't know that Tsukijiro was telling the truth.
なんだよ
Say that again, hag. I'm saying I'm a liar.
バカねも
You just kept quiet. We could have put the blame on her.
あ
うでは
Are we all in agreement that Mizuno isn't the one who killed Seizo? Stupid brother of mine. Every last one of you is completely useless.
発言は終わりで
This
す
concludes my observations.
うーん
Well done, Reishimobe.
見事だしも
I
べ
knew you were a great
レイ
detective
君
from the moment I saw you.
ということで
That cleared any statements disparaging Mizuno will be rejected.
さて
Now, that's all from the will of the deceased.
製造君の
When it comes to Seizo's incident, there are still a few points that need proper investigation.
ここでいい
However, I shall end this gathering here.
なお
Also, in keeping with the will, Reishimobe and I will watch over proceedings for the next 48 hours.
明日の正
We
午
shall meet
に
midday for the second meeting, and then again on the following day for the third.
よろしいです
Are you all in agreement?
それでは
Well, then I now adjourn this first inheritance meeting. End of meeting. Oh. After the first day of the meeting,
ついに
inheritance
遺
meeting
言
prelude.
状が開封された
Prelude, not prelude. Okay. We're at almost exactly 25 hours of play. Jesus Christ. I hate saying the unsaved progress will be lost thing because it always makes me think I didn't save. Anyways. We're going to end that one there because at this point we have to get on to day 2 of this and I need to go sleep. It's almost 1 a.m. But first, let's see who we're going to rate out to. Excuse me. Also, I should check and see who won the Members' Choice poll. Because the votes should all be in. Maybe we'll keep it a secret for a little bit longer. Let's see who's live. Who are these? What's happening here? Hold on. Who rated? I want to pick someone I've just recently rated. There's not many people live right now. Okay, we're gonna raid out to Kiro. Yes, thank you everybody for being here, whether for some of the stream, all the stream bits and pieces, all that good stuff. Here's the first raid message. Let me copy it. Here's the second raid message for non-subscribers. First one will work for subs. Thank you for being here. Hope you've had a good time. We're gonna raid out to Kiro. Tomorrow we're not gonna have any stream. I'm gonna work on recording a video, and then on Sunday, hopefully we'll be doing Overwatch if I can get my stuff here in time, like the new case and stuff, because I don't want to risk the overheating again. And then we will do, what was it? VLR with Buppo. So lots of stuff to look forward to. And thank you for watching. Peace out. Goodbye. Au revoir. And say hi to Kiro for me.